what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A big thank you to Cassie O'Brien. Belted out the Star-Spangled Banner, as is customary with the start of every single match in Cognizant Major League Cricket. It's the Eliminator now. Washington Freedom taking on MI New York, and we come to you live from the Oakland Coliseum. We're two of the winningest franchises. They will do battle for the opportunity to play for another championship. They have won the three, with MI New York winning a couple and being defending champions, and the Washington Freedom winning the other. A look at this road to the championship. The San Francisco Unicorns went down to Los Angeles Knight Riders not so long ago. So the Knight Riders are through to the final, and the Unicorns await the winner of this eliminator between the Freedom and New York. And that battle will happen tomorrow evening. The umps on their way out, Wayne Boogie Knight and Jermaine the Chef Lindo on the way out to the middle. They too in a major game, in a qualifier, essentially in every game, I guess, want to make sure that they don't mess anything up, that they are inconspicuous and can handle the game as it goes along smoothly. Winning the toss and deciding that they would field first, Washington Freedom want to know what it is they can chase. Would have watched the previous game as well, and with 187 on the board, nearly being chased down, no surprises from Steve Smith that he decides that his men want to know exactly what's on the board and how to go about chasing it down. Manang Patel along with Quinton de Kock will walk out to the middle, and they are to set the stall out for MI New York. Get them off to a decent start and build and build and build to a score that they believe will be a winning one that will get them into the final. Who wins goes through. Who loses goes home. The stakes very, very high. Robbie Utapa, good evening to you.
Good evening, Thomas. Couldn't have been a better introduction than that one to this humdinger of a game. My New York versus the Freedom. Both very experienced teams. Glenn Maxwell starting off proceedings for Freedom. It's almost time. It's almost time now.
Count us into our eliminator. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play!
Nicely nudged, will only be one. Off the mark straight away. And this will please the Freedom no end, because the start with Maxwell will be particularly to go at this man, Quinton de Kock.
Yeah. Quinton de Kock hasn't really come through in this tournament all that well. He'd probably call this a middling tournament so far. But with his experience, he can really come to the fore here. The back end for MI New York. He will be going up against Maxwell, who will pull a bunch of undercutters to him.
Look at that for a field set. Really straight. You'd say straight mid-wicket. It's not, actually. It's a very wide, long on.
It is a very wide, long on. You're right, Thomas. Knows exactly where they hit the ball. The amount of analytics that goes into the game. A lot of film that's watched.
The familiarity of players having played against each other from continent to continent and tournament to tournament, played together, franchise to franchise as they go around the world through the course of the season, means that you have to be right up at the top of your skills, because they are no secrets.
Yeah, without a doubt. So much information about players because they play so much cricket all around the world through the year. These competitions and many battles become so interesting.
Yeah, and the battle of Quinton de Kock versus off spin with the ball going away from him is one that's always watched, and teams will always try and go at him. Good manipulation of the ball, gets it away for 6 with the field set straight. It finishes the first over, 9 off it without loss.
Yeah, it was almost pre-planned, this shot. The right intention, heading to the smaller side of the Coliseum, going over the ropes. Much needed start for the MI New York.
Nine without loss after 1 is a good start for MI New York. They've been asked to bat first here by the Freedom. Steve Smith winning the toss. And Saurabh Netravalkar, normally very economical. I would love for him to strike here. 13 wickets this season. A little less economical in the season, actually, going at 9s. Gone, gone. Oh, what a piece of fielding. It was as if he was swimming through the grass with that dive, and then with sort of a half a butterfly throws the stumps down.
Yeah, it was wiggling like a caterpillar, but threw that like a butterfly. On the money. Wow, Ian Holland, take a bow, young man. That's all right. Monang Patel has to go. Goes for 2, 9 for 1, New York.
Nine without loss becomes 9 for 1. Try to sneak the single, not to be. Brings Nicholas Pooran, MI New York's captain, to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Here's Netravalka to Quinton de Kock. No, 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 don't want another run out.
Yeah, have a look at this. This is some incredible fielding. Punched off the front foot. Thought he was going to cross the fielder, but he just dived and threw in literally one movement. There you go. Picked it up. Dispatched the ball as quickly as he got it in his hands. All in one movement. Brilliant piece of work.
Yeah, what a piece of fielding. And what you see actually is that he's falling because he's trying to make sure that he gets low to the ground, and in the falling has the presence of mind that he can't wait to get up, because then he'll lose the opportunity for the run out. So he's got to do it all in one motion, and in the end it's quite awkward, and the throw is a sidewinder rather than one over the top. Shot. Quinton de Kock with one of his favorites, and it sails into the stands. A humongous 6.
Bread and butter for Quinton de Kock. Bowl back of a length to him on his legs. He's going to say, thank you very much. I will take full account of that. And he sent it a mile, this one. Into the stands. Hop shot.
Yeah, the call was wait, because mid-wicket was close to it. Didn't want another case off. The Dutchie getting him. Have a look. Oh, brilliant. It's brilliant. And I don't know if I can stress enough. You see how he's falling there, trying to get down to the ball, but the opportunity is in a window of time, and he's got to make sure he's in that time. So sidewinds it along.
How he's got power behind that throw befuddles me. That is absolutely no position in any way, shape or form to get power behind that throw. That is awkward.
Gotta go to no. Inside edge, they'll sneak another one. And yes, they'll get in. A wicket at the start of it and 8 runs. It's 17 for 1 after 2. Yeah, good team. Lost 1 already. Have to put a score on the board here and have to calculate as they go just what a good score is. Double header as well, and on the same pitch. Bang, out of there. 2 full. And Pooran says, I have those for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Fantastic cricket shot. Pitched up in his arc. Out of the park it is. Watch it go. Effortless 6 from Nicky P.
He's gone at it again, and he's got it out the ground again. He is prolific with 6 hitting, Nicholas Pooran.
Especially when the spinners are on. Again, slightly behind from where the previous ball was, but still pitched up. And because he holds such low positions, he's able to hit the ball through the line. Clearly the ball's coming better onto the bat in this game.
6 more. 3 in a row. As long as you overpitch it, he'll keep banging it out the park.
The nonchalance in that shot. Boy, oh boy. You can't bowl there to Nicholas Puran. And again, no power whatsoever, just pure timing. Good low positions, went from down to up. And easy as you like it, to 230 feet 6. That might take a little while to come back from behind the rafters. Bombers. You know what happens when 3 sixes are hit? The 4th one's almost coming. And once the 4th one comes, pressure's in the bowler then.
You jinxed it. You've jinxed it. Come on, Robbie.
If only we had so much power.
You jinxed it. I told you.
I was not winning that one anyway.
I'm blaming you forever.
Oh, what a good shot again. Pulled his length back now this time. Rocked on the back foot. How still he's held his head is what is so key here to the way he's batting. Here's a man in good touch.
Now look. Blocking it now.
Let's move on, Bombers.
I said forever. 22 off that one. Thanks to Robin. 39 for 1.
You make me feel very powerful here, Pommers. Making us feel extremely powerful. Have a look at that. 3rd over, 22 runs. 3 sixes and a boundary and 2 dot balls. Thanks to me, apparently.
Yeah, look at the building blocks. He'll be happy with that. Over of 22. Having lost a wicket. Looking to maximize in this power play. Here's Ben Dorcius. Shot, Quinny. Oh, yes. A second one, no, a 3rd one for him. Beautiful shot over extra.
Yeah, out in length, first bowler. Can happen. And you're giving him room. That is not allowed. Criminal offense against Quinton de Kock, especially in the power play. 253 meters 6, that one. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. 253 feet.
Yeah, lifts it again. This time it'll fall short of the boundary, but the desired result, 4 runs. Dealing in boundaries here, having been put into bat.
Power batting at its best here. Again, positions are so good. Not trying to overhit the ball at all. Just timing the ball, knowing exactly where the field is, and playing the ball on its merit.
Yeah, questions, troubleshooting for the bowler, for the captain. Yeah, decides to try and go towards the blue line or out of the arc, but gone too far and so is called wide. And the 50 comes up in just the 4th over. Excellent start for MI New York.
And yeah, and they'll have to build on this because we've noticed in the second game here that no score is unreachable here.
A long way up, and it'll clear the fence too. The length pulled back that time. Same result.
They're dealing in homers here, MI New York. Almost telling them freedom, and we're in New York now. You're in our territory, and we're dealing with you in 6s.
Yeah, more like it. Take pace off. First game. Slow the pitch. And got better in the course of the one game. And then, having seen that, they've turned up here and they feel they can access the boundary. It's coming on quite nicely. So boundaries galore. Yeah, fielded. Netravalka quickly to his right. Yeah. Might have done himself a mischief on his knee then.
Yeah, I was worried
Just
about
saw it
that.
hit into the ground.
Yeah, I was worried about that because he even threw the ball awkwardly there. He's a extremely fit young man, but just the way he banged his knee and then the way he threw the ball was from a very awkward position. Yeah, immediately touching his knee.
Excellent start for MI New York. They're 58 for 1 after 4.
Well, a flying start after the flying run out from Dutchy Holland. The moments of the season, that's remarkable effort. Serve Netravalka will bowl his second. Washington Freedom under real pressure to get things going here. The big hits keep coming. Beautiful ping off the bat and it cannons up the grandstands. Outstanding from Puran. He is off to a hot start, Liam Plunkett.
Not good for balls, but it's great for us up here to watch this, mate. This is bread and butter, such a powerful strike. Easy hit for 6, and what a start by MI New York.
Some of the stroke play we've been treated to already. Remarkable. And Steve Smith is wearing a worried look on his face with good reason. Danger of being blitzed away here are the Freedom, just in the Lexus power play alone. Goes again and gets it again. One bounce, 4 more. This is sublime cricket of the highest quality at the Coliseum.
Yeah, sometimes as a bowler, you bowl the ball short and the next one's going to be over pitch. Nicholas Puran is not going to miss out on that. Very clever cricketer and such a powerful striker of the ball. Great shot. Good execution. Hops given a jump and a smack down the wicket.
Tell you another thing, Liam. We saw a significant trend throughout the group stage leg here in Oakland that the afternoon games were much lower scoring. Pretty high scoring one that we just witnessed, a thriller between the Unicorns and the LA Knight Riders. So that was, well, 180, played 180, 360 runs in the game. What are we in for here this evening? Some Wednesday night fireworks, you'd suspect, particularly if Puran and de Kock keep going.
Shell shock by Ricky Ponton and the gang there. These two, when they're at full guns, are amazing to watch. Play all around the ground. Some of the greats of the modern day. Excellent to watch. Great start by MI New York.
And you're not going to believe this. Already the best power play of the season for the Freedom. Now here's our VTEX leading run scorers so far for the season. Pretorius will get another chance tomorrow. Short to vaulting all the way up nearly to 400. Puran has just got it over the head of Glenn Maxwell, who had the sun to deal with, as well as a fine strike. But if anyone could have stopped this, it would have been that man, Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah, I agree. If anyone's going to catch this with some sort of acrobats or somersault, it would have been Glenn Maxwell. But he got enough of it to go over the head of Glenn Maxwell. Here again on the screen, that little shimmy down the pitch and a club over mid-wicket, and it goes for 6.
Just before the ball came to him, you could see Maxwell shielding himself from the sun. It's a big factor here. Such a good effort. You see him there. It's actually out in the middle just after the post-match presentation for the last game. And at that point, the sun was still on the playing pitch itself, and really difficult to deal with. You can see there, despite the fact he's got the baseball cap on and the sunglasses on, definitely going to be a factor for another 20 or 30 minutes before it dips beneath the grandstands. Oh, this is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Nicholas Pooran, one blow away from what would be the joint fastest 50 in the history of this league. He set the record himself in season 1.
You've seen Powell do it in the first game, and his fellow countryman, Nicholas Pooran, West Indian player, is on fire again. Very similar leg side. 2 full in the slot again, even with the keeper up. Great execution, gets a massive piece of that. Excellent shot by Nicholas Pooran, who's 46 of only 13 deliveries.
Not sure outrageous does it justice. That man there, outraged. Oh yes, it's a 14-ball half-century. It equals his own record. He thanks his teammates and the heavens. We're witnessing one of the great knocks you'll see here. Nicholas Pooran doing it yet again. It's 86 for 1.
We've seen some special things in MLC this year. This is another one on top of a mountain of skillful things this year. What a shot, probably the biggest 6. 28 off that over. And my New York on fire here.
Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. How good is this stroke, Liam? Over mid-off, 103 metres, 338 feet, and the celebration to go with it.
It sounded as good as it looked, mate. It sounded absolutely middle of the bat, tree trunk into the stand.
So the batting coach, Jagadish Aaron Kumar, off his feet there. Up on his feet even, off his seat, because oh, what an exhibition of stroke play we're being treated to already. We're only just past the 5-over marker. He did it in season 1 in the grand final when he made that outrageous 137. It was a 14-ball half-century. At that point, that was at Grand Prairie. This is at the Coliseum in the playoffs. When the big stage comes, when every game matters, Pooran's the one to stand up. Fastest equal 50 in the history of this competition. Robin Pell's 15-baller earlier, and now Pooran stands alone, not once but twice.
De Kock is flying 31 of 14, and then obviously Pooran's come in and absolutely melted it. Here we go, fastest 50, Nicholas Pooran, 14 balls. Nicholas Pooran also 16 balls. Rodman Powell today, 50 of 15 balls. What a day we've seen today so far at the Auckland Coliseum. Some unbelievable striking by the West Indian men.
Just sublime. The stroke play we're witnessing here, outrageous is the only word I can think of. A leg cutter up and over extra cover and over the head of the man in deep cover.
There's a fielder at deep cover, and it's a leg cutter away from the, an off cutter away from the left-hander, and he says, I'm just going to smack it over that deep cover because I'm good enough to do so. 81 meters, another great shot. What we're witnessing here is something very special.
Chaos, carnage. The boundaries are raining around the Coliseum and put down by that man in the crowd. The 100 might come up inside the power play here.
Yeah, I've seen it.
We're not getting bored of saying 6-6. Another one on the leg side this time, over pitch in the slot, stands still, just puts his bat through the middle of that. Another 6 runs from MI New York. 98 of 5.4 overs, which is incredible for the team.
Gets away with it, given as the one for the over rather than being too short and a wide.
I think we've seen a little bit this in the first game. The boundaries are short everywhere, so you can risk. Try ball a bouncer, try slow ball bouncer. If you're going to go full, you're going to get met anyway if you miss your line and length. You've got to mix it up. You can't be too predictable bowling it full and wide all the time, especially if you're not getting it right. I don't mind that ball in. That was excellent delivery. You said he got away with it. You've got to get away with it. It's hard to bowl to these guys, man.
Every indication that the surface is a belter. As we've seen that trend continue during the group stages, getting better in the evening game. Gets through, and that will be the 100 coming up inside the Lexus power play. The Freedom, well, they're looking to touch punch drunk right now at the end of 6. It's 100 for 1. Well, what a start. An absolute blitzkrieg here in the power play. MI New York going ballistic, having, remember, losing the toss and being asked to have a bat first. And they're going to turn to Asif Mahmood here now. More runs and chalk it up as 6 more. Little bit of a top edge, yes, but the way Pooran is hitting them, everything is going.
Not the best start, a little bit short and wide, and when someone's hitting the ball that well, he'll go, thank you very much. I'm just going to slice this over short third man. It's only 55 meters, but I'm going to take 6 runs.
Yeah, just to these corner pockets, particularly at the end in which you're batting, you can get good reward with the slightly shorter boundaries. Launched into the sky, all the way for 6 more. Pooran is only playing in 1 gear here, and that's maximums all the way.
What's so dangerous with these short boundaries? It's not going to go for 2. The current run rate is 17.68. The start of this over has went 6-6. Pooran is on fire. Here we go. Dug into the pitch like a cutter wobble. He didn't get hold of that, but he opened his blade, Lenny. He actually did try to hit it down that angle, and it went for 6.
Well, maybe the first ball he's missed out. Extraordinary scenes here in Cognizant MLC. Boundaries flying everywhere during the Lexus power play. There was that 1 wicket, an exceptional effort from Ian Holland, but since then the 2 left-handers, well, are just tearing the Freedom apart.
A little bit of bad bowling, but I think it's just how skillful these 2 batsmen are. When they're on song, they're hard to bowl at. Any wicket, anywhere in the world, they're such good players.
Have a look at that. 6s raining around every part of the ground, Liam. Quite remarkable. Finds a good length and finds a way to stem the bleeding. This has been pure carnage thus far. You can only imagine what some of the projected numbers are. It's a 100 partnership of 34 balls. The moment I'm looking at numbers on my screen, up above 300, forget about 200.
Just so good to watch in terms of, as you said, when it came on the screen, they haven't just scored in one or two areas, they've been all around the ground, which shows the skills of the best batsman in the world.
Four more, finds the gap very nicely. It's played for this, he's effectively opened the base of the bat, and it races to the rope.
Remitly speedy delivery, but still managed to get sliced out by de Kock and go for four. He's opened his blade, and he's meant to play that shot through short third man. Excellent shot, 4 runs again.
And Danny Morrison is loving Alicia Keys up here in the green room. Loves it. Good finish to the over, but still 17 from it. Pretty much the rate they're going at. 117 for one. Coming into the nicest part of the day now, the magic hour. Beautiful, this ground. Now, we don't want to put the mockers on anyone, but you are just considering maybe in a different part of the world heading to bed or something like that. Don't go anywhere. We have so many potential things that could evolve over the coming hours, not least individual records, because Pooran, the fastest 50 in Cognizant MLC history of 14 balls. And the rarest of things, a dot in his innings, the fastest 100 in MLC history, the 34-ball effort here for the Unicorns against the Freedom in 2025. Keep your eyes on everything right now. First time he hasn't got to the pitch, and maybe the first time he misses out.
I think he's trying for that record. So it runs down the pitch, doesn't get a good bit of it inside edge, but manages to go down the other end for a single, which brings de Kock on strike, who's also on 49 of 21.
Go, Maxie boy.
50 for Quinton de Kock. 8 boundaries with 2 4s, 6 6s and a 22-ball effort. It almost looks pedestrian compared to the 14-ball 50 from Pooran. But we've witnessed another special innings from the southpaw from South Africa.
I totally agree. If it was just him getting 50 off 22, you'd be like, this is ridiculous how fast this is. But with Nicky P down the other end, who's on, what, 66 off 20.
Goodbye, away she sails. 6 from the moment it left the bat. And even Glenn Maxwell says, well, what can I do about that?
When you see him practicing on his socials, he hits the ball so clean. He uses these plastic balls off concrete, and he stands and delivers like this. Actually a good ball, a little bit of bounce, and he just hit it on the bounce, on the up, and it flies away for 6 over the side screen.
That's not a small boundary straight down the ground. That one goes for an 84-meter 6. Clever from Maxwell, bit more round arm. Doesn't allow Pooran to get underneath it. Just a reminder of that all-time MLC fastest 100 record. 34 balls by Finn Allen. He needs 27 off 11 to break it. Don't rule it out. Brilliant batting. New York in a very strong position. 127 for one.
Finn Allen, be careful. 34 ball 100 met by the 40 ball 100 from Nicholas Puran in the 2023 final. Well, he's eyeing something historic today. 73 off of 22. Bowled him! Mitch Owen in the game, in the wickets. And Washington have life.
QTK. Hey, come and play tomorrow. Man, these two, what a dynamic duo. A partnership of 118, broken here, with a lovely change of pace and angle. And Mitch Owen chuckling away. Not so QTK. But what an innings. 2 4 6 sixes and struck at 212. And he's off now for a well-earned hot shower. Well played, Quinton de Kock. He goes for 51 and New York lose their second at 127.
So much talk about MI New York finishing in 4th, but they do this all the time. You heard from Mark Boucher before the last regular season game. Yeah, we'd love to be in the top 2, but we've done things the hard way. We don't mind it. And they're looking to do it again. They've got off to that great start. Promotion for the big man, Kyron Pollard. He's in at 4. Trying to keep on the pressure. A little bit of extra bounce for Mitchell Owen.
Yes, good evening, KP. One up around the nose. Yeah, it was a lovely bit of deception. Slower ball, right arm round with a change of angle. Watch the wrist, just scrambled, just held it back a little. And the deception there for all to see. Well done, Mitch Owen, for the freedom.
It's up, it's out of here. Danny Q, the Alicia Keys.
Keysy, I'm loving you to bits and pieces here tonight in the Eliminator. Wow. Pollard had the short one, maybe thought it was coming again. There she is, back in great voice. Can do. Hear it for New York. Well, these streets will inspire you. Well, I tell you what, Puran and de Kock certainly have done that.
Change of pace from Mitch Owen, trying to slow down this run rate that is over 15. That's 24 balls, Danny. This is unbelievable start.
Well, you say that, Aman, but you also mentioned just a while ago they like to do things the hard way, and they've done it so often through the MI franchises around the globe. They do this. They have the arsenal to come back at you and bite you. And it's almost like they go, well, we're going to flick the switch when we need to.
Oh, could have been close. Could have been very close. That Polly wanted the single. He's trying to get this man back on strike, Danny. He's been hitting it so cleanly. 2 4s, 10 6s.
Well, that's why we say regularly Nicholas Puran is probably the best T20 batter going around on the planet. Yeah, more kisses. But I tell you, I keep going on about this, and colleagues have for some time. He really, in a way, needs to open and get to face more deliveries, particularly of the power play, with only 2 men out. Luckily, he got in very early here tonight in the Eliminator, and it makes such a difference when this guy gets in and strikes like this how he can.
Where's that hit him? Does it come off the bat? Does it come off the helmet? Given his runs to close the 9th over. Owen gets the much needed breakthrough. 135 for 2.
Yeah, quicker than you think too at times, Mitch Owen, that extra bounce because he's such a big fellow. 6'5", and does that to you.
Talked about it a couple of times already. They like to do things the hard way, and they've done it before. 2023 Eliminator, Challenger, Championship. And they did the same thing in 2025, Daniel Orson. They say habits die hard. They don't want this habit to die.
Yeah, they certainly are a talented bunch that have been there, done that, a lot of these guys in this lineup. And you do. And you think about Poran and Pollard's out there. DeCock, we've just seen a bit of. You've got Trent Bolt with the ball in hand. Very exciting.
Sliced and sliced past. Yet another at an 11-6 for Nicholas Buran.
Keasley, I still love you. More tunes. Let's hear it for MI New York. Blazing away as ever. Nicky P. Holy moly.
In the gap. Oh, Nicholas Buran, it's just so easy. It's exhibition at the moment.
Never going to get sick of Alicia Keys and this wonderful tune. Empire State of Mind. What a great anthem for some great players.
Tell you what, the Coliseum can feel like a concrete jungle, and dreams are being made, that's for sure. It's up, it's up. And dropped. Ian Holland had 3 bites at it, and he's put down Nicholas Buran.
Cue Alicia Keys to help them out. Well, I just watched that from our privileged position up here, and the slice just kept taking it away from Holland. I think he thought he was going to get there quite comfortably. Watch, 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 and then it suddenly got away from him a little. Oh, 3 goes at it. You're right, Aman. Got to gobble these every night of the week.
Yeah, that's it. Nico Chowdhury first over. And Ian Holland knows it. How many more runs will it cost this Washington Freedom group?
Such a gun fielder. He evicted the run out early of Monik Patel.
Lucked out there, Nico Chowdhury.
So did Pollard. A low full toss, mate. That normally goes back up where we're sitting. Oh, oh.
Come back nicely, though, Chowdhury. Again, it's just trying to find a way to consolidate. The Washington Freedom, they've been brilliant chasing this season, but they haven't won a game chasing anything above 192. Need to stifle this. That seems like a certainty at this point. With given 10 overs left, they're going to find 50 runs.
Well, do not get out here, skipper. Save yourself. There's a drinks break.
Gets through and gets all the way for 4. It's New York all the way to the drinks break. The DJ will have this on repeat. Close at 10. It's 151 for 2. Need to find a way. Hit the Washington Freedom.
Yeah, back with Trent Kelly here. We last caught up when we were in Texas. Here we're in Oakland for the final leg of the Cognizant MLC. What has the prep been like just going into this tournament?
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been back here in Oakland. So David Agnew, head curator, he's been here for the past week, putting a lot of time and effort in. Lots of water's gone back into the pitch, and he had 2 really good prep days, Saturday and Sunday, and we're seeing the fruits of that now with Mumbai posting 150 at the 10 over mark.
Yeah, definitely. But the last time we were here in Oakland about like 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of overcast. It was quite chilly. There's not even a single cloud in the sky now. How does that affect the wicket, and how is that going to play out?
Yeah, the weather's been beautiful. So Dave's had to put a lot more water back in, but also it's been great for getting the pitch to go hard, closing up the cracks, and it's been, you know, it's now playing really well. It played well in the day game, and now it's playing really well at night.
Yeah, other than the wicket, has there been any other changes to the outfield or anything like that?
Yeah, so the outfield was a little bit higher last time we were here in Oakland, so we've been able to get it to 5/8 or 15 mils now, and Clay's done a great job of getting the outfield into magnificent condition.
Yeah, perfect. Always great time catching up with Trent, and back to you guys upstairs.
Brilliant to hear from Trent Kelly. No problems with the wicket so far for MI New York. 51 for Quinton de Kock, 89 for Nicholas Puran, who is looking after some records nonetheless. 151 through 10 overs. It's been ludicrous what we've seen, and the economy rates will feel that way too. Danny, you're a bowler. That's not a pleasant sign.
Not ideal, is it, in terms of economy? But Mitch Owen, he won't mind. He's got the big breakthrough of Quinton de Kock. But yeah, when you get someone like Nicholas Puran, who's one of the modern greats, in this sort of mood, on this small boundary, then yeah, it can be a tough gig to be a bowler.
High, very high, and just safe. It's that kind of night for the Washington Freedom. It's just gone straight up. And this partnership, well, it just accelerated everything. It kick-started what's been a gem of an innings.
Well, 2 of the great left-handers in the modern game of 2020 cricket. They've done this throughout their careers for a long time now. Yeah, and we saw those analysis of the bowlers. Who'd be one in the 21st century?
Mitch Owen's been the pick of the day so far. Surprisingly, the Freedom haven't looked at an Ian Holland yet. They've used 6 options. The man they call Dutchie isn't one of them. And with the way the batters are going and being so aggressive, you imagine those slower balls, those back of the hand deliveries would be so effective against these likes going at this rate. Fielder in place there. Mitch Owen, he's kept things quiet.
Yeah, look, I'm with you. I can subscribe to that with Ian Holland coming on with his variety, because you need to be. Because this fellow here, look at the blue dots. They're at all lengths. Doesn't matter what length it is, and changes of pace. It's been disappearing. What they do, like when you look at it, they've got Nikhil Chowdhury, sure, but everyone loves a wrist spinner. Everyone loves, in franchise T20 around the globe, you've got a wrist spinner, whether they're a right arm orthodox leg spinner or a left arm wrist spinner. That's what franchises love. Or a very good slow left armer with flight, guile, and giving it a rip.
As straight as you like. The big fella, pick up 6.
Hi, girlfriend. I can hear you echoing around the Coliseum. You can do in New York. Oh, love this gig. And so does KP. the mentor for Nicholas Poran over the years, both Trinis from Port of Spain, doing the job here.
You talk about wrist spinners. Washington Freedom have a young American, Yasser Mohammed, sitting around. He's not in the 11 today, hasn't played all season. But you talk about the left arm spinner, Rachan Ravindra, in the team. But it's the left-hander being out there that's probably keeping him away.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I say you love a wrist spinner, whether they're left or right-handed wrist spinners, because of the googly scenario and the variety, and they just tend to get more grip and fizz off a pitch.
Flicked and flicked all the way. DJ, you know what to play.
Hugs and kisses here at the Coliseum again. Oh, flicks and licks. 16 off the 11th. It's 1-6-7 for 2 now.
Good grief. MI New York, when it comes to the playoffs, they show up in different waves. Away, gone. That's 6 all day, every day. Security guard nearly had it.
Yeah, baby. This is more of Poran. He's hit 12 sixes and 4 fours. It's the only ground on the planet where sixes outweigh fours at this franchise level. Be mindful, security. Here comes another missile.
Holy Toledo! Move over, Finn Allen. It's Nicholas Buran, who's got the fastest century in the history of Cognizant Major League Cricket.
Yeah, and everyone should be saluting and out of your seat for this one. Seen something extraordinary again. The man from Trinidad and Tobago, this talented left-hander. Wow, what a talent. He just said, look, I'm going to flick the switch tonight. It's the eliminator. We got to. You lose, you snooze, you're gone. You win, you're taking on SF Unicorns tomorrow. Oh, he loves it.
Is it all the way? Why are we asking the question? You bet it is, Danny.
Get on the dance floor with Kesey. Oh, we're ripping it to pieces, says Nicky P. Oh, we're in Oakland. Get down here for the concert. Oh, fatted. Absolutely clean with his 100 there. And then this over's reading like the New Zealand International Dialing Code. +646. Let's have some more.
This man, when it comes to the playoffs, don't think anyone would have thought coming into the day that we would have seen anything to top that 2023 final performance. He's done it and then some. 106 off 32. This hasn't been connected. Fielder's there. This time it's taken. And Buran, his marvelous day finally comes to an end.
Yeah, outrageous entertainment. One of the T20 innings, certainly in 2026, he'd love to keep going. The old snowball effect, just keep getting bigger and bigger and smashing it. So clean. 13 sixes and only 5 fours, cricket lovers. But the dangerous man goes, the captain of MI New York, 106 from 33, constitutes a strike rate of 321.21. Maxi ain't dropping this. Well done, Glenn. Holland breathes a sigh of relief. But the owners, the coaches and all the fans are loving this. Kudos to Nicky P. He goes for 106 and New York are 183 for 3.
Let's hear it.
Think about all the great things that have happened at the Oakland Coliseum. They've just been a part of yet another historical moment. Think about the Oakland Athletics, Jose Canseco, Ricky Henderson, who the field is named after. Nicholas Pooran puts his stamp on Oakland. It's the Jinder Singh who's come out into the middle, batting at number 5. Gifted a full toss. And more Alicia Keys and more dancing Danny Morrison.
You know it. Gosh, we love it. Oh, yeah. The bowlers are so under the pump. Just got rid of Pora, but uh-oh. Here's a full toss. New York. Yes. Oh, big lights will inspire you. You know it.
Has he found the gap? You bet he has. It's another 4, another boundary. It's just the 9th 4, but it will close over 12. It's 191 for 3.
$191 for 3 after 12 overs, and we've just had records tumble like waterfalls here.
A Cognizant clutch catch if ever there was one. Desperation stakes, and they had to get him. They had to get somebody, because if he continued on, there's so much time left that some would have been entertaining 300. Sixes galore.
Rajinder Singh, everyone's come quite sprightly out there to bat today. My New York have literally taken the attack to Washington Freedom. Fastest 100 in the Cognizant MLC. 31 deliveries. Finn Allen got it in 34. Nicky P said, I'm in a mood today. Gonna entertain. Flipped away off his legs for a single. Find themselves to score some really big runs. He's just batted like an absolute dream today. The sixes, hit 13 of them to all parts of the park. Utter sheer dominance.
Thirteen sixes for Nicholas Pooran. He's 4th on the all-time list of 6 hitters.
There's another one, and it's long, it's big, it's in the first tier. The Caribbeans have turned up today at the Coliseum. The first game, we had Trey Ross and Robin Powell. In the second game, it's the stalwarts, the veterans. They've come into the foyer. Leg cutter dispatched. Another one. And this time, almost second tier.
Crazy. I said in game one that this ground really is about six hitting. And if you look at a team that's a six hitting team, yeah, we have the likes of Russell and the likes of Rodman Powell, who showed it before, as you said, Robbie, but Pollard, Pooran, brilliant with their six hitting. And they're outnumbering dots, they're outnumbering singles.
Yeah, make that another one. Oh, another first tier. Make that 23 sixes now.
211 for 3. Yeah, I tell you what, they just don't know what they're watching. They look at all of them just sitting there, some arms folded and so forth. So 22 dots, 20 singles. And then look at that, 25 sixes. Only 4 times before have sixes outnumbered dots. They've never outnumbered singles. And here we are. We've still got 7 overs to go. It might yet not end up being that way because they'll take singles and there'll be a few more dots here and there. But it's ridiculous.
It is. Rachin Ravindra into the attack. And it seems like Steve Smith's run out of ideas here with bowlers. Rachin's been one of those bowlers who's produced wickets for him in the previous matches. But can he produce wickets today on a day where they are at their decimating best? In 4 matches, he's got 4 wickets and a very healthy economy, best 2 for 6. Can he repeat that kind of a performance tonight?
Yeah, and the question essentially, as we watch all of this, is there's a difficulty in not going over the ropes. And so anything that isn't a 6 is a good result.
Yeah, well bowled. Yeah, flatter trajectory into the stumps. That's where you want to be.
I mean, a score of 213 already is rather mammoth. But the thinking has to be that they're still within the game. They've got 6 hitters themselves.
It's up in the air. Fielder coming under it and will be taken. And yet again, Rachin Ravindra produces a wicket. It's his 5th wicket so far. And he strikes the Jinder. Got it at the bottom of his bat. Didn't like it. Kept low, that one.
Yeah, by the thinnest of threads, they must hold on. The freedom. And if they can take a wicket or 2 as each batter comes out and probably feels that they can continue the 6 hitting, they must believe that they'll get opportunity. And if they continue to, there could be a colossal capitulation and they take some wickets. Tajinder Singh gone for 10. MI New York now 213 for 4.
Shakib Al Hassan comes in a bat at 213 for 4 in 13.3 overs. If you're just joining us, MI New York are on a juggernaut. He's got 34 runs in 4 matches in this season of the Cognizant MLC. It's good. Left-right combination. Trying to negate the left-arm spinner. Will he give himself a chance to get in, or will he just go from the first ball? He goes from the first ball. It's in the gap. Well, we'll get only one. Hit it over mid-wicket.
It is the brief, though, that with a base that has been set, you don't want to let it go to waste. You've got to come out, and you too must, when you feel you can access the boundary, make sure you do that.
Yeah, quick single there. Good running from Pollard. Yeah, don't know. You want to keep the runs accumulating. A Rice smile to Rachin Ravindra. Shakib will have been given the notice of being as positive as possible here. Might be a wide, we'll have to bowl that again.
They're so good that they've managed to utilize Pooran. I say for that many balls, he only faced 33.
And we get a single. That's a very good over from Rachin Ravindra. 6 of the over with a wicket. 217 for 4.
$217 for 4 after 14 overs. Guys, I had to get into the firing line. M. Pomalilo, Robin upstairs. I've come to the dugout. Now, as you can see, MI New York, they're very upbeat, very happy. I'm sitting above them. Netravalka back into the attack. It's one of the amazing things about this stadium where the dugouts are literally dug out like the baseball way. So all my friends here behind me, fellas, give me a thumbs up. No noise, just a thumbs up. Don't disturb them. They can see quite clearly. If I just peep over, I see Monak Patel. I think I see Kunwarjit Singh below me. He's got a bat next, so he's got his helmet on. I just saw Nicholas Pooran also walk up. Corey, how are you, my brother? I just saw Nicholas Pooran walk back into the dugout after what was a blistering 100. A couple of things I've been looking at. First of all, I want to take a catch. That's why I'm sitting here, thinking about a one-hander from the next end when Pollard gets on strike. You know they always love to put a fielder right behind. But 42 sixes is the most sixes in any T20 game. That's number 26. And it'll be 50 for Kieron Pollard as well. The man has been getting better with age. And in the dugout, they're celebrating him. Everybody on their feet. Head coach Mark Ultra, very happy. He deserves real recognition for the way he's gone about things, the power he's brought to the crease, and the way he's batting in different situations. Remember, folks, he's got 100 against the Freedom. He could be in line for another one because he's 50 in the 15th over. Right, so as you can see, everybody up. 42 sixes is the most in a T20 game. We're at number 26. I'm making a prediction, fellas. We are crushing that tonight. We are going past 42 tonight. It's going to be historic. Back to you guys.
A not so little elf on the shelf there. He's finds himself in these fascinating positions when we find him on the ground, don't we?
Yeah, that Nikhil, I think that's a different way to make sure you're not in those dugout areas. You're not allowed there. Do you know that?
I'm Pomalilo. I'm not there. I'm above there. I thought this through. Don't worry. This is PMOA. Can't enter there. Don't worry. I'm not talking to them. I'm not getting close to them. But I'm just overseeing them. The cock is over there.
Can you lie down? and peer over and talk to them. Can you do that?
I'll try. Let me see what I can do without falling.
There's
Talk to one of them.
Kunwar, go well, brother. Peace out. He's going to score 100.
talk about flirting with the
He's
line.
going to score 100.
Where's the line?
It's here. I'm not going back over it again.
Look behind
Look
you.
behind
Look behind
you.
you. Security! Come and get him. Look
Where's
behind you.
Behind you, my friend.
Niggas, look behind you. Security wants you.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
You gotta love Nikhil. He is an entertainer at his best. I'll make that 27, I reckon. There it is. He is not stopping. The juggernaut continues. They are pummeling Freedom with sixes after sixes here.
Yeah, won't be happy with this. Netravalka looking for the Yorker, doesn't find it. It's a full toss, and to a man in on 50 already. He'll just pick those off. Yeah, disappointing also for the skipper.
Get a single at the last ball. There's already 16 runs off that over. 233 for 4. 15 gone. What about that? Oh, picture perfect. Sun pure and over. Golden Gate Bridge in the background there. That is beautiful. Tell you what, it's one thing about America. So much nature, so much love about the nature. The Golden Gate Bridge, picturesque. Rachin Ravindra back on. Yeah, it's a single there. But what a knock this has been from Kyron Pollard. Stupendous. From the first ball, took the attack on. He's hit only sixes. No boundaries. He's come in a mood saying, I'm going to deal with this only in sixes.
Yeah, have enjoyed his evolution.
It's gone higher than farther. Fielder coming under it. Easy catch for Owen. Shakib was there to be hit, but didn't middle it at all.
Importantly, another dot if you're the Freedom. Is that man Rachin Ravindra again, uses the pitch. Pace off it, really not particularly quick. And with another batter trying to smash it out the ground, having just come to the crease, it just pops up into the air. Shakib gone for 4. MI New York 234 for 5.
Romario Shepherd comes in and back at 234 for 5 with 4.4 overs to go. Not too many opportunities, but here's one tonight. Yeah, right on the money. House certainly likes that. He's been an interesting option for Steve Smith. Probably almost brought him too late. Smash back and caught. For a moment there we were seeing the ball went off him some other part of the ground. but it stayed pouched inside of his hands, within his body. And Shepherd goes for a blob. I certainly think he used his body to take that catch.
The golden arm continues to yield wickets. Look at this. Ouch. Yeah, into the tummy. Very painful. And that pain alleviated by the departure of Romario Shepherd. He goes for a duck. MI New York now 234 for 6.
Kunmarjit Singh has come in.
Don't like his chances after the fist bump.
Given only 1 run and 2 wickets in this over so far. Yeah, and he'll finish with a dot. That is a great over from Rachin Ravindra. 2 overs, 3 for 7 so far. 234 for 6. Sun setting here in San Francisco, here on the west coast of the United States. So Ben Dorcius is going to come back, have a crack. 2 for 33, disappeared as like so many. You cannot get into that slot of leg stump to anyone. Forsey, here's another one to start the 16th.
It's delicate. Here we look at Pollard, straight into it. They tried to attack him, bounce him out, but it didn't quite work. Then after that, he went to town. 8 sixes, 1 4, brings him to 63 off 22. Such a powerful player, in great form. He doesn't hit the ball. He absolutely drills the ball to many miles.
And again, just lucky to get away with this, Dorcius. Yeah, 63 at the moment. So watch out for the big man. That's all they have to do, really. The remaining batters to come simply have to rotate the strike back to Kieron Pollard. Simple as that. Yeah, loving a celebration, loving another half century in T20 franchise cricket for KP. Just in case you forgot who he is. He might forget. I don't think so. That sounded sweet. It's a good shot for 1.
Get him off strike. Get Pollard back on strike. That's what the crowd want to see. There's some cold people in the crowd here. The temperature's definitely dropped. But it's going to heat up watching Kieron Pollard hitting the ball to all parts. He's in some serious form this season.
Pushing for 2, he says, won't get it. No. Well, they've gone past 239 now. This is already goes past the highest total ever chased in Cognizant MLC. Seattle versus MI New York, ironically, last year in Dallas. Shows you what can be done. So if we're going at projections, let's cut it back from 14s because it's a little obscene, but it's possible. You want to get close to that 290 if you go at 14s. Those in blue and gold. Yeah, good. So there's a run. Pollard's back on strike.
We're looking at Rachin Ravindra taking 3 for 7, which in this context of the game is outstanding. Pretty left-handed, picking these wickets. Bit of turn in the pitch, clever with his mixing up pace, and he's took these vital wickets. And obviously, MI New York are flying. Big wicket of Shepherd, because we know what he can do in this stage of the game.
Ravindra, had a pretty good time of it since he's turned up. Slice, splice, should be done. And is. Pienaar with an easy catch running in. The end of Kieran Pollard.
The wicket here, Dwarshuis bowling. On-seam delivery wide, and it just seems like he sliced it. He didn't get a piece of it. He's trying to pull it, maybe he normally hits that straight over the bowler's head, and it pops up to be an easy catch for a running Albus Pienaar. An outstanding innings by Kieran Pollard, who'll be disappointed not to go on to get a ton. 64, MI New York, a 242 for 7.
The timing will always be that, just that little bit of a struggle for the new batters trying to get started. So Bolt's come out at number 9. So Kanwajeet is out there. He's just got out there. And the end of Pollard. A little frustrating for New York, but hey, they're still 243 for 7 in 17.1.
Trent, have some fun. Go and have a swing. Try and get a quick 20 or 30. Let's have a look at you, mate.
Yeah, I think over the years, because of so much franchise cricket, he's had to work on his batting and give it this. It's one of his go-tos. Oh, no. No, Ben Dorsch is such a good athlete. It's time for Alicia Keys again.
If he held that, that would have been, what, 4 for 8 for Ravindra. Well, here we go. He's not messing around. He is going to have a hack. He gets a good piece of it. Top spin. That's what does the fielder. A bit of spin in the palm of the hand. And Dwarshuis does not get hold of that, and it rolls away for 4 bits.
Injury to insult. Does go for 4 easy.
Oh, no, now.
No, the commentary from Trent. Bolt up against his old black cap mate. Rachin Ravindra is into the surface and all the air taken out of the ball. So a good bit of byplay and fun and chat. There's the other one. A little bit more skiddy. You'll get one and be happy, Bolt.
Look at that last wicket. Dwarshuis into the pitch on speed. It was a good pace. Maybe that's what did Pollard, the extra pace, and it pops up off the kind of under edge of the bat. Easy catch. And he would be very disappointed because there was probably 100 on the cards from again, Danny.
Yeah, he can. He can moose it to all parts. He's got, oh, hello, this time. Let's have a bit of a juggling act. And I tell you what, Gunwuji can't believe he's picked out Netravalka. Crazy.
Some great figures here for Ravindra. 4 for 13. Love that bit of fielding. Drags down, deserved to be hit. Netravalka, a bit of volleyball. The spike and the catch. Safe hands in the end, and they'll be happy with that wicket.
Yeah, 2 bites at it. Still got to go. Kanwajeet out for 3, and now they're 8 down New York for 248.
He's got one ball left as Ravindra to get a fifer. Wouldn't that be outrageous? Fifer. Oh, sorry, he's got 2.5. I thought I saw a 4 there. Too many 4s on the scorecard. 4 for 13, sorry. He's got ages. He's got another over after this. So, could he get a fifer out of this lineup? It's almost 250 in T20, the score. Finishes a very good over. A wicket and 6. 18 bowled, it's 248 for 8.
The MI New York batting lineup. Top heavy, some dangerous hitting, and then a massive collapse. But the 2-4-8 for 8 with 2 overs remaining.
Thinking of 2. I don't know. I don't think so. No, Bolt says better of it and goes no. Says Rushell, take it easy. Fascinating game. You've had Poran with 100, the Cop 50, and Pollard 60. He has smashed it every. Look, 13 sixes, 5 4s. He ended up with a strike rate of 321.21. Did Nicky P. Just showcasing what he's all about in T20. Yeah, loved it. Yeah, that is why he's at the top of the tree when you think of batters at the top of the order in T20. Oh dear, what happened there off the top of the boat? They're in danger of getting bowled out here. It's fascinating, isn't it?
This is crazy. Yeah, it could be 250 all out with someone having figures. Fastest 100, Cognizant Major League Cricket, Puran, 31 deliveries. And then again against Seattle Hawkers 2023, 40 deliveries. Unbelievable player, unbelievable striker of that ball.
And dear old Heinrich Klaassen, missing him here at MLC. Lovely big swing, but just fresh air. It would be, if they get bowled out here, just been enlightened, it'll be the highest team total ever in T20 if they were to be bowled out. Only need 2 balls to do it.
All these records MLC keeps breaking this year. Hat-tricks and many runs and boundaries and sixes, and potentially get bowled out with 260 on the ball.
Yeah, and particularly at this venue. New, as we appreciate from last year, the Coliseum here at Oakland. Former Oakland A's, and think about all the history with that. Well bowled. Went early, and I think Dorshus just said, look, I'm going to take some of the pace off for you, Rochelle.
Looking at the Washington Freedom, we know that Owen can do damage. He's done that this year. Obviously, Smith speaks for himself. You got Ravinder, House. Got some strong batting lineup. Chowdhury, Maxwell might come to the party here, the big show, and do something special. They do have the power.
They most certainly do, and that fella Glenn Maxwell, it's been a little bit of an enigma of late. Does love the big stage. The occasion. So what do we got? We've a rather longish over, it feels. 250 up now, courtesy of an extra for MI New York. You think of franchise cricket going around planet Earth, the highest team totals in the IPL, 287 for 3, Sunrisers versus RCB. And that was a couple of years ago. Here we go. Taken. I reckon they will get bowled out, you know. Another record, as you mentioned, Liam.
Why not have a go at it, Ngaka? Try and get a boundary, get a big 6 under your name. Good safe hands in the deep there. A good seam. I think it was maybe a slow ball, held it in his fingers there, got a good chunk of it, but running Maxwell, safe hands, one of the safest in the games, a diving catch, and that makes New York 9 down. Agaka goes for a duck, New York 250 for 9.
Number 11 is out there, Faisal Ahmadzai. He's come to join Trent Bolt. Dorcius is going to go left arm round, it looks like. Yeah, he wants a 3-for. Last ball. Oh, he's targeting on those stumps. Ends the over. We have had 19, and New York are now 9 down for 250.
Fall of wickets up top, massive partnerships, and then the back end wickets have just keep on tumbling down, all out potentially here with a score of 250. Crazy times at the Auckland Coliseum.
Well, Ravindra had to be on to bowl this last one with a chance of a 5-wicket haul in 2020 cricket. Yeah, it is unique. Posted 250 in my New York. It's going to be the two New Zealanders to face off against each other. Nice little heave. He'll back himself here. Got to, Ravindra. I mentioned that 287 for 3 Sunrisers. And you think about MLC, 269 for 5. It was Unicorns up against the Freedom here at Oakland last year. Big total that. Really could have smashed past that, given Poran and Pollard and co. It's nicely struck, but there is a fielder doesn't want the single. Says no, I need 4 or 6, thank you.
As a bowler, are you greedy? Do you want the extra wicket? Or are you looking for dots? I'm looking for a wicket. Get it up there.
Yeah, does he have that teasing floaty one? Got a flight and give it a rip. Hopefully hits it straight up in the air, or that other lovely little arm ball that just tails in and looks for LBW and bowled. Rightio, 4 to go. That's it. Oh, hello. We're just going to check this because Paul Wilson will have a bit of work to do here just to make sure.
TV Amateur Director, we've got a review for a stumping. It's a fair delivery. Go to your best angle, thanks. Okay, just roll this through. Foot comes down now. And the foot is just over the line as the bails have been broken. So I've got my decision on the big screen.
Yeah, clearly had some part of that boot, maybe just a spike in the turf back.
That's why he's still playing the game and doing well, Trent Bolt. A lot of yoga. Good depth in his lunging, you know? Very impressive, mate.
Pilates as well. Yeah, rifle, a roofle, that'll look there from Ricky Ponting. Right, what do we got? Half an over to still go. With 3 dots. What have you got, Trent Bolt? Are you going to get hold of one here from Rachin Ravindra? Oh, yes. Cue Alicia Keys again. Thank you.
It's actually a good shot. He's good at golf. He's got a really good swing. Come down the pitch like a proper batsman. Flicks it over the leg side for 6 run. It's a good shot. 82 metres. Nothing wrong with that, Danny.
Well, Ratchy, you're going to have to produce something better than that to get rid of Trent Bolt. 2 more chances for 5. And he says, no, I'll fat this as well. I'll join the party like all my mates. 6 more.
Hand-eye coordination again. Not a bad delivery. Flights it up a little bit. Trent Bolt stood outside off stump. Welcome to my area. I'm just going to send that over the leg side. Good goal shot again. Nothing wrong with that shot against the spin.
It's going to get a Forsey. He ends up on the turf, and they get to 266 for 9. Well done, Trent Bolt. 22 from 10, a little cameo. And no fifer for Rachin Ravindra.
Shoots that down, a little bit more pace on it. Interesting shot. I'm not sure what we're going to call that, but it goes for 4 runs. That's a nice little innings from Trent Bolt, who finishes 22 off 10, just to add insult to injury, which obviously takes New York to 266 off their allotted overs. The second highest total of MLC history. Outstanding from MI New York this so far.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Thanks to captain Nicholas Poran. Pollard was 64 and de Kock 51 were the mainstays. And they'll hobble off the turf here at the Oakland Coliseum with the Freedom, knowing they've got to get 267, and that's almost 13 and a half from the outset. Confirmation with de Kock's 50, Poran's 100, and another half century to Kyron Pollard. Very impressive for him. And then you slide on down the card to Trent Bolt at number 9 with 22 from 10. Very good.
You look at the partnerships. Outstanding Puran and de Kock. 118 of 43 rapid fire. Also Puran and Pollard 56 of 21. Tejinder Pollard, a good partnership, 30, and then it kind of went down to the back end where Bolt managed to put a little bit of partnership together.
Yeah, bowlers went around the track. Look at that. Only Ravindra. Look at this. I've also been enlightened that in terms of this total, it's equal to best. 266 with a bowler with match figures analysis of 4 for in a game where 266 is scored. 4 for 29, simply outrageous when you think of what everyone else got smashed around the park. So, 267 is the target for Washington Freedom to get up and come back tomorrow and play in qualifier 2. Can they do it? Don't go anywhere. We'll check out the reply.
We've just seen Nicholas Pooran and MI New York put together 29 sixes here at the Oakland Coliseum. But when we've seen home runs in the past here for baseball, well, these, they can go. You hit them, you drop them, you lose them. But in cricket, well, you take them out, you've got to bring them back to you. And so you'll see the ball continue to age. And what's so impressive about the sixes continuously coming is you see this ball, it's gotten softer, you see the cracks, you see it starting to deform. Well, that's all for the batters to have to deal with. It gets easier for the bowlers to bowl. They'll bowl those cutters into the wicket, but the sixes, they still come and go. The fans, you catch it, you gotta give it back. That's the key. Will we see 36s from the Freedom? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, very good, Aman Patel. And of course, all the history here, the Oakland Athletics, for all those years with this famed Oakland Coliseum. But it's still a ballpark, just a cricketing one these days. There haven't been many more impressive displays in the over 60-year history of this ground than Nicholas Pooran's 106 off 33. Fastest century in the history of 4 seasons of Cognizant MLC, and the fastest 50 to go with it. Pollard 64 off 25, outstanding too, as was de Kock's 51 off 24, and who knows, Trent Bolt's 22 off 10 at the end might be quite important. 266 for 9 the total. So strap yourselves in at home, because the white ball was flying everywhere right from the off. It kicked off with Quinton de Kock. This was the only respite, the outstanding run out from Ian Holland, who picked up and slid in the one motion, but then, well, it was complete and utter carnage. Nicholas Pooran and Quinton de Kock just hammered the ball throughout the Lexus power play. They shared 19 sixes between them, the two left-handers. And there was shots all around the ground. De Kock went to 50. And pretty soon after, he was cleaned up. One that might have just kept a little bit low, a thank you to the pitch from Mitchell Owen, but then Pollard came to the crease and the fireworks just continued to rain around the ground. But that was the crucial moment. Ian Holland putting down Pooran when he was in the 80s. Pollard slammed one down the ground and flicked one off his legs, and Nikhil Chowdhury was dispatched for the maximum, and that brought about history. 31 deliveries, the fastest in the history of Major League Cricket. And soon after, he was dismissed. There was just no stopping the onslaught. Pollard hit some massive hits. Tajinder came in, hit 2 4s before he was caught in the deep by Obus Pinar. And then Pollard just kept going. He hit 8 sixes in just 25 deliveries in his innings of 64. A thank you to the heavens after he got to 50. Shakib Al Hassan, he came and went pretty quickly. He caught by Mitchell Owen because the change of pace down to the left arm orthodox of Rachin Ravindra really worked. Don't know quite how held on to that one from Mario Shepherd. And then it was the end of firstly Pollard, and then Kunwarjeet Singh came and went pretty quickly. Rushila Garkar was the next to go. Glenn Maxwell took a good catch coming forward. But then Trent Bolt, a little cameo at the end that might end up being quite worthwhile. I would imagine they'll be delighted with their total. 266 for 9. And if you're a bowler, well, look away now. Maybe with the exception of Rachin Ravindra. 4 for 29 he took, including 12 dots remarkably. Ben Dwarshuis was pretty good too with 2 for 42. Everyone else went the absolute distance, including Saurav Netravalkar going for 52. Because the batting was that good, we want to show you more of it. Start with Quinton de Kock. 51 for him off 24 with 8 boundaries, attacking right from the off, taking a real liking to Saurav Netravalkar in particular. Ben Dwarshuis, who was dispatched as well, fell soon after, but some stunning strokes from the South African southpaw. And for Kyron Pollard, well, he might have come in after de Kock. Look at the muscle and the power and the poise and the quality of ball striking from the most capped T20 cricketer of all time. 8 sixes in just 25, that's 1 every 3 balls. Free flow of the bats, just made these boundaries look small, almost stick cricket-esque was Kyron Pollard. And a thanks to the heavens. Now, if you thought those two were good, well, let's take another look at history. Nicholas Poran, man from Trinidad with his elegant left-handed style, really started going at it right from the off, picking up the boundaries all around the ground. 13 sixes, 5 fours, an innings he's never going to forget. He loves Cognizant MLC, and he's doing it yet again right here in Oakland. But from that position, you thought it was maybe going to be 300 on the cards, but a good move to take the pace off the ball and get the left-arm orthodox of Rachin Ravindra into the attack. He picked up 4 wickets altogether, started with that to Tajinder, then Shakib Al Hassan was dismissed soon after. And what a catch this was, almost caught it in his stomach. And then a good juggling catch from Saurav Netravalkar, gave him 4 for, he could have had 5 if the catch of Trent Bolt was held onto. A quite awesome, simply breathtaking first innings, and the Freedom are going to have to be at their very, very best to stay alive in the competition and hunt down a grand final spot. They'll need 267 to win. Can they do it? Find out live with us. Well, the grandest of stages is set here for the Eliminator. Freedom and MI New York seasons are on the line. They've got to stay perfect and win 3 games to get their hands on the trophy. And we're going to see some fireworks right from the off in the chase you'd expect. Opening the bat in for the Freedom, going to be Mitchell Owen to get things going. His Mitchell Owen, it will be opening up the batting alongside Steve Smith. Striker and non-striker. And it looks like it's going to be Shakib Al Hassan to open the bowling with his left-arm orthodox. Maybe inspired a little bit by Rachin Ravindra in the first innings. With his success, they're going to open with spin. But to hunt down 267, the target, they'll need 13, over 13 and over. Let's get it on. Flicked around the corner for the first runs of the chase. Owen maybe could have got the second, but won't turn. I'll be delighted to welcome my co-commentator for the first bit, Robin Utsapa. Can they get this done? It would be a record chase.
Certainly will be a record chase. But can they get it done? They need a good start here. They're going to give themselves a chance. They don't have to replicate what MI New York did, but they need to get off to a start that's pretty healthy. More than a little healthy, to be honest.
Two fielders in the deep in the Lexus power play, only two allowed outside the 30-yard circle, both on the leg side, so the right of your screen, long on and deep mid wickets. Big arm ball that swung in significantly. Smith does enough to deal with it.
Yeah, he likes that ball, the Shakib Hassan, especially with a new ball. Just kind of releases that one on the seam and it comes in with the arm. This man has been in some scorching hot form. 376 runs. He's tapered off a little bit in the last couple of games. They've come up with a plan against him. But can he undo that tonight?
Straight through him. Looks for the slog sweep and Shakib Hassan points the way off. And the potential pyrotechnics of Owen are headed back to the hutch.
And he can't do it tonight because Shakib Hassan is on point here. Right on the money. Kept it within the line of the stumps. Again, coming back in with the arm. Didn't really bounce that much. And he got a bottom edge on it and dragged it onto his leg stump. And he goes off for one. Freedom are 2 for 1.
Rachin Ravindra in as early as the first over. As Mitchell Owen has been cleaned up early. He just kept a fraction low, but the inside edge put it on to the stumps. Great start for MI New York.
Yeah, he's been a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Rachin Ravindra. He's brought freedom into the game with the bowling. This one, undercutter. Missed it. Going with the arm. That's it. Slow through the air. Easy does it.
Big challenge here for the freedom in the chase is you can't even really allow yourself any time to get in. Required run rate, if you're talking about, let's say, the final 5 of a chase, once it gets to 13, 14 and over, you get into real trouble. You need it for all 20 of the overs of the chase. So difficult. End of the first over, 4 for 1. Not the start that you want when you're hunting down any 200 plus total, but this would need to be a record total and chased in the history of the T20 game. Highest ever came in the IPL. 265 for the Punjab Kings against Delhi Capitals this year. Here's Trent Bolt. All of a sudden the surface looks different.
They're going pace off, aren't they? Onto the deck. Those cutters. Yeah, you need these boundaries coming. At least 2 boundaries and over to be in the game, to give yourself a chance to be in the game. have a couple of overs to give you get in, but once you get in, he runs galore.
Quick single and safely home. And for Smith, who's had an interesting season, lots of very important contributions, but none at the kind of strike rates really that are going to threaten this chase. So someone's going to have to do something special.
Yeah, I don't think the T20 cricket is ever about strike rates for Steve Smith. It's about, batting within his limitations and trying to play a particular role. The 150, and he got that quick 46 of 29 in match number 27 against TSK. Inside of that, he's kind of played himself in and played the role of an anchor. Although, doesn't have that much anymore.
Just fell short. A word or two from one Kiwi to another.
Yeah, didn't carry that one. A good ball from Trent Bolt. Yeah, true to form, second innings of the game. The Coliseum, the ball tends to keep low, and it's actually doing just that.
All of a sudden, the ball's starting to nip around. Outstanding starts from MI New York.
Utilizing the swing there. That's a great seam position, wobble ball. I like this little battle between Bolt and Rachin. Oh, he's a smart one, Bolty.
In the air and just wide of the mid-on fielder, Mario Shepherd, who almost set himself for the leap into the air, but finally the first boundary of the chase, it comes, and it goes to Rachin Ravindra.
Yeah, he timed that well, did Rachin. Allowed the ball to come into his zone, flipped it off just past Romario Shepherd there. Felt like the ball kept going. That means he timed the ball exceptionally well.
Protection out there, so just be a single. But Ravindra will keep the strike. Only 6 from the over, not enough. 10 for 1. Incredible to think the 2 times that MI New York have gone on to win the title, they've taken this exact same route. Qualifying in, coming via the 3rd v 4th game, winning, and the next match getting through to the grand final. They've got to win this eliminator today, then win the challenger tomorrow, then grand final time come Saturday. It's going to be an absolutely cracking week of cricket. So after the double header here, we'll have the single header, the virtual semi-final tomorrow. You can get your tickets on tickets.majorleaguecricket.com, and if you want to come to the grand final on Saturday, do it now. As Ravindra goes a long way up into the air, this should be held onto, and is. And Shakib Al Hassan is a second, and this chase is going nowhere.
Shakib's doing Rachin Ravindra things into the deck, kind of returning the favor that Rachin offered him. Got him out in the first innings, and true to form, arm ball went against the line of that ball, hit it high. Kanwarjit Singh coming under it, taking an easy catch, and the nonchalance in the send-off, much to his disappointment. Rachin goes 10 for 2.
There is that road they've taken a glory. Not once, but twice. Through the eliminator, via the challenger, into the championship game. 3 on the bounce. Eliminator, then challenger, then championship. They've done it twice. Can they do it again? They're certainly putting themselves in a position to get into the challenger at least. Just to have a habit of turning up when it counts. Here's Andries Gijs at number 4.
Yeah, for a change, I suppose generally bats at number 3, doesn't he? Went with the match-up. Left and right combination. 11 matches, striking in 147. Had a wonderful game, previous one. So 96, deserved 100 for sure.
Oh, that's a beautiful strike. Now, has he got enough of it? Just enough. Kieran Pollard was genuinely interested, sprinting across from long on. Went as high as it went long, but it is the first maximum of the chase.
Yeah, went very high, that one. And Pollard was very interested. I suppose the wind probably just carried that through. Was there?
Protection there, so just be the single. Yeah, I thought Gijs's knock was nothing short of sensational. Exceptional innings, just a boundary away from becoming the first American to make 100 in MLC.
I reckon we were all as heartbroken as he was when he got out, because he was batting so well. Hit the ball cleanly. So I tried to the bowlers feel like they were completely at bay. Let's look at the wicket again. Arm ball going away from him. Try to hit it towards mid-wicket for 6.
Couple of dots will close out. Another wicket taking over. Freedom in such trouble. 18 for 2. So difficult, so daunting to even work out how to go about hunting down a total like this. Would be the record in the history of the T20 franchise game anywhere in the world. Remarkably, they still need the best part of 250. They've not got off to anything like the start, both in terms of the wickets that they've lost, but also only going at a run of ball. Here comes their talented young cricketer bursting onto the scene this year in Cognizant MLC. Fazal Ahmadzai already picked up a couple of wickets. He's bowled at real pace though, Robin.
He's got wheels for sure. Young, I love young blood, don't you? Whether you're a fast bowler or a young batter, got ample amount of freedom. You have the freedom to do that as well.
Here's our 2 umpires for the evening. A bit chilly down there. You can see everyone looking for their jackets. Jermaine Lindo standing in his 28th T20 game. And from Atlanta. And all the way from New Zealand, Wayne Knights in his 113th game. Pitches outside leg. Such exuberance, isn't there? Ahmadzai of Afghan origin. About the story of Afghan cricket, where that's gone over the last 2 decades, away from World Cricket League Division 5 to beating the best sides in the world at World Cups. Love the way he goes about his bowling.
Yeah, love the young blood. Got so much to offer the game. Come out there and put everything in, don't they? They want to make every ball count.
sliced away for 4. Rapid. And then edged, another remotely speedy delivery. House will get himself moving.
Yeah, and he won't mind that because he's been bowling the right areas, swinging through the line there. This one bouncing just a little bit because it hit the seam. Yes, gets House's first boundary here.
That's going to be about the biggest wide you'll ever see.
I've seen bigger.
You reckon with the angle?
Even then, I've seen bigger. They are checking if it was perhaps a no ball. Yeah, he struck. Ooh, I don't know. Is it a no ball? What is the regulation for that?
Has to bounce twice before the stumps. Beautifully pulled. It's House's trademark stroke, and it'll soar up to the double deck. A big hit.
Tell you what, they need 24 more of these. They're going to be in play for this game. But Andres House is one person who can actually do that for them. Stand and deliver. Bang. Take that. First tier 6. Gotta love the low positions. 279 feet.
Yeah, the other way it can be a no ball, of course. It actually lands off the pitch. A couple of different ways that can happen, but that massive wide certainly landed on the strip. Can House start to get going here? Another wide, this time a leg side wide. Bit of struggles for Ahmed Zaid.
You know, Lenny, there's one thing that Indian cricket has contributed world over. It's the famous bat tap after the boundary. The Australians wouldn't even touch each other's gloves after scoring a boundary or a 6. But we've come in and we've kind of changed that globally.
Who started it?
Oh, it started somewhere in club cricket, somewhere. Some remote part of India. It's taken over world cricket at the moment.
Straight to the man. House is starting to warm up though. Can the rest of the Freedom lineup? 31 for 2.
Nice to be with you.
Deep mid-wicket here. Bit of a hack from Steve Smith, but they need to get going here. They need to get the skates on. So here we go into Andrea House. Close to getting his ton. 96 off 54 versus MI New York, match 29. Played some amazing shots on a different wicket, different stadium, but still has to be done. Such power. Hangs back in his crease, fast hands, and he looked outstanding. They need him desperately tonight to get 100 plus.
Another one banged out the park. It's been that sort of a day. Fabulous stuff. Really incredible hitting today.
Bit of pace off. He just waited a little bit longer, waited for the ball to come to him, and he hit it cleanly back down the ground. Such a simple shot for him. When he plays it, it looks as good as anyone playing that shot. Beautiful shot by Anders Haus.
Yeah, 37 is the most sixes in an innings, with 29. He'll go back for a second. Overthrows. The ball striking the stumps in an attempt for a run out. Yeah, always thought that he shouldn't get penalized for that.
To the other director, we've got a run out review. Can we go to your best side on, please? Okay, roll it. That's grounded as it gets over the line. It's over the line when the stumps are broken. I've got the decision to the big screen.
There's confirmation. It was close, but not out. No trouble. They did get the extra and get a couple of runs.
Annoying things as a bowler, Pommy. Not too much about that.
In the gap, it'll go for 4. The brief is simple. Hit out or get out.
Going to be some entertainment cricket either way. A slow ball by Trent Boult that's stuck in the pitch. He waited a split second, rolled his wrist on a tennis shot, went just inside of square leg. Good shot, well weighted. Let's keep it going.
Yep, needs must. Yeah, don't need any of those at all. No dots. Got to put it to the bowlers. Put it on them. Yeah, said 37. That's the most in an innings in sixes. MI New York hit 29 in their innings. And the most in a match is 42. So we're going quite nicely here at 32. Olin. Another dot. 5 done. 44 for 2.
So it's funny when you look into the Freedom's dugout. Punting, winning or losing, in between, he always looks the same. Very calm-headed, very passionate, but he's very calm. Never lets his emotions show too much.
Yeah, toughest coach. Really is hard. A prolific 6-hitter, Nicholas Puran. And from the time he walked out there, walked in early, and he just started banging them out the park. Yeah, so good. 13, I think it is, he hit. Shot. Oh, that is pumped. Such a top shot from Steve Smith.
Straight back down the ground. I think Agarkar is going to mix up his pace very quickly here, Pommy. Stand and deliver, Steve Smith style, opened his front foot out the way and just punches it straight back down the ground. Good start to the over for the Freedom. And Agarkar might have to change up a little bit here, quickly.
The wickets of Owen and Ravindra, humongous. I mean, it's unlikely, must be honest. Oh, that's gone. Only just as well. Tajinder Singh with the effort. Oopsie. Hope he's okay. Might have hit his head on the advertising, actually.
Again, Steve Smith doesn't get the full bit of that, but it's high and handsome. Manages to sneak over the line. Tajinder Singh, I think he hurt his wrist there when he landed, but I think he's okay.
Oh, listen to the sound of that. Getting some of their own medicine. 6 after 6 after 6.
The different ways you can hit a 6, your different style as a batsman. Steve Smith is a straight as you come, straight bat, compared to Nicholas Pooran, who might come across it. Outstanding shot. Full execution, full straight arms, and it's a good nudge, 82 metres. Good start to the over, and pressure on the youngster Agarkar.
.50 the partnership from just 22 balls. Comparisons, you've got to sort of try and hang in there, see that you keep chipping away. And every dot shifts it big time, even at this early stage of the game, of the chase.
Such a big total. Look at the comparison here. MI New York at 98 for 1. Freedom are not going bad at all. They're 60 for 2, but still many runs off what the MI team were.
Oh, Nicky P. Have a look at the swing of the blade. Every now and again there were checked shots, but just generally it was the full swing. 13 sixes. And look at that. Yeah, loved it.
Love when a highlights package is actually him scoring runs. That's him, that's his run scoring. It wasn't just highlights.
Yeah, bowling. Good comeback in that over, having gone for 16 off the first half of it. Lex's power play done, 61 for 2.
Cognizant Major League Cricket 2026 leading run scorers. He failed today for Torres, but still outstanding for 447. Pooran after today's knock, right up there with 424. Monroe as well. And Seaford no longer in the competition, chasing the tail.
Yep, Nicholas Pooran charging up that VTEX leading run scorers table. Bat short, very good through the season.
Clever bowling by. So clever bowling by Shakib, sneaking the ball under Steve Smith there. Look at the Cognizant. They're admittedly Major League Cricket 2026 leading wicket takers. Russell's up there with 18. Bartman out of the competition. We've got 3 Orcas. 3 Orcas not involved in this competition anymore, but bowled beautifully during the competition.
Shakib, you'd expect that he would dart them in. Wonderful bowler, been around so long, Shakib. Good all-rounder. Oh, nice. Saw him coming. And he wasn't getting out of the way there, so Steve Smith could make his ground.
So experienced, very clever. Steve Smith coming down. He knew he was going to run down and try and hit him back over his head. Sent it wide, which hit the toe of the bat. Scrambled for a quick single.
He gets through his overs, doesn't he? You think of bowlers generally, spinners. He's going to bowl then without the umpire standing there. It's already running in. Yep, gone for 6. Let's play the front leg and get the swing through, and away it goes over cow corner.
Hit it that hard that he broke his bat by the looks of it. Good batting by Steve Smith. Opens that front leg as well. Good hand speed. Kind of rolls his wrists on it. Doesn't get a full blade on it, but it doesn't need to be. 76 meters. It's a good shot. Read the delivery pretty well to be able to get that over the line.
Dinner done. Chef can enjoy the game as well. Four fours, 6 sixes. Continuing on the theme. More 6s than 4s. They are needed here.
How many bats did you carry with you, mate?
Didn't need one. Borrow out of the next bag.
I was very lucky that I used the same shape as Joe Root. Well, I just used his bats. So anything that he had he didn't want, I would take it, and they were always very good. Just looking at the power play here. The Lexus power play. Shakib getting a big wicket of Mitch Odom. We know how dangerous he is. Also the wicket of Ravinder. Easy catch here. Then again, Andreas House is coming strong with Steve Smith to bump the score up to 61 for 2 in that power play.
Humongous wickets, those. Of Joan, Machin, Ravindra. They do hit 6s. Trying to creep up on him. Nope, you go back and you wait for me. And I'll pump you out the ground for 6. Top shot. 16 off the over. Freedom 77 for 2.
Well, that's what they need to do. That's what Steve Smith is trying to do today. You have to hit 6s on here. Not many 2s. You need boundaries and boundaries. And that's a good over. Some good hitting from Steve Smith. 83 meters.
Yeah, cricket is brought to so many people in so many different ways, but the mob that's growing around me, it's been bought by our leader here. Sean, how did you get into cricket?
So, back in 2015 during the ICC Cricket World Cup, I lived in a building with one Pakistani and a lot of Indians, and my roommate Ali got me into the fucking goated, I'm so sorry, Pakistani cricket team, Pakistan Zinabad, Afridi, the Legends, amazing team. The green men that lost in the first round, but they put their heart in it, love them forever, turned into a cricket fan.
Yeah, I don't think Ollie's here right now, but how exciting is it to have so many of your friends around you here?
I'm really excited that so many people have come out to watch cricket. It's been so fun. It's a great sport, and I love to see the growing culture around it.
We can tell you're excited, my man. We can tell. For sure, no doubt about it. But some other folks are excited as well. You said you had a great time here at the game, huh?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. This is my first cricket game, and I've been to a lot of baseball games. Much easier to understand and way better energy. So
way better energy in the Coliseum for cricket. Yeah, you can see the energy next to me as well. Over here to my left, you've enjoyed all the fan activities.
Oh yeah, the flags have been really fun. A lot of audience interaction, having a blast. Great time.
Great time had by all. Now, they caught our eye because they were trying to start the wave when they were around. Well, we've got a group of about 40 people. And I'm thinking, well, this might be the best time to start it if we could. We're gonna wait for a second. They're just checking really quick. They're gonna have a bit of a review.
TV by the director, we've got a caught behind review, give a not out on field. It's a fair delivery, can you go to front on please? Okay, rock and roll that, please, if you can. Okay, it goes close to the back. Can we go through the ultra edge to confirm, please? Okay, roll this through. Okay, it's a flat line as it goes past. There's a gap there on the left-hand side, so there's no bat involved. So we can go back to Wayne on field. Wayne, stay with your original decision of not out. You're on screen. Signal now.
Out there, review unsuccessful there for MI New York. But we've got everyone around. All right, so starting from my right, we're gonna start this wave. All right, you guys ready? All right, here we go. After we see this, hold on 1 second. 1 second there, nearly something special. Will be 4 down the rope. We're just trying to make it suspenseful. They're loving it. They're loving seeing the boundaries as well. We will check the boundary also, so another review. They're saying cricket's too exciting. It is so exciting. Confirmation of it being 4 runs. So we're gonna wait right after this delivery here. We'll have this one bowled. And as we see another one run in, as the Freedom trying to mount this chase. And excellently attempted in the field, but brilliantly played. Another boundary for the Washington Freedom. They're raking them up and in. So here we go. To my right, let's celebrate that 4. Start the wave. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa! Yeah, the wave in Oakland celebrating the boundary of the Washington Freedom.
Shot. Away goes for 4 more. Andres Goos. He'll enjoy the challenge of trying to hit every ball out the ground.
He will. A wave, a ripple, will take it from the crowd. Excellent start from House. Powerful hit down the ground. They've got to go, and that's what they're looking to do. It looks a great start to Silver. Bit of slip in the outfield for the last boundary, but this one was met in between the gap. Beautiful shot back past the bowler.
Yeah, going quite nicely. Under normal circumstances, you'd say that, because they're going at just about 12s with 11 3/4 per over. You need to be going at more like 14. So can't afford situations like that where they're dots.
At that 4. Out there, the fielder ran in there on the Auckland Coliseum ice rink, slipped. Ball bounced over his head and went for 4. As a bowler, this is the shortest boundary in the world. Stay on the boundary, mate. Take the catch. Be disappointing, but happens in fielding, mate. A slip now and then is always tricky.
Wonder if he's got half spikes. That's smashed. What a shot. Over extra and away it goes. Andres Goos continues on his merry way. 19 off that one. It's 96 for 2.
Who would have thought? Those worms getting closer. Ugakar. His pace off, goes wide. It's the best we've seen from C. Smith. most fluent he's looked all season. Andreas House coming off of 96 against this team. Dallas, oh there, that doesn't look good. Good evening, Danny.
Evening, Nickel. Evening, all. Yeah, he'll need to be at his fluent best here. Well, Stevie Smith. So, as you say, 43 from 17. He's striking it over, well, let's call it 253. Got a deal in maximums like his opposite, Nicholas Poran, who just smoked it everywhere because he hit 13 sixes. Pollard hit 8 sixes, and QDK, Quinton de Kock, hit 6 of them.
All right, Danny, I've got a gift for you. Because he was so special today, here's a Nicholas Poran MVPZ limited edition, packaged nicely, just for you, Danny. And actually, there are a few editions where you can get it signed as well. As you can see, Jason Holder here, this copy is signed. And for everybody that comes into the stadium, a free card for you, a souvenir card. So, Danny, we're lucky today.
Little QR code. And amongst it, the QR code. And yeah, get into these. These are great, aren't these player cards? Another initiative, innovation. Good stuff. Grow and build the game, I say.
Yeah, the last 5 overs, 80. And still the required rate is at 14 and over. Poran and MI New York, you're thinking 1 over of 10 or less. It's going to skyrocket that asking rate. Problem is you're trying to be defensive, so naturally there'll be extras, there'll be added pressure. 100 comes up in 8.2 overs.
Yeah, neck and neck, these two, aren't they? In terms of, look at that, 44 and 44 apiece. Sometimes in this situation, you've got so many runs on the board, you can be a little brave. A really good Yorker, just a surprise Yorker. Get it right, though.
Pollard, even he can't stop it. It is 50 for Steve Smith. 19 balls for the Freedom captain. Hasn't been his best, but he's found it when it matters.
Well, can he match what Poran did in terms of getting 100? He'll need to get a bigger 100 because you just simply can't go and do what Nicky P did. I mean, Nicky P struck at 321, but Smith, if he can hang around and be there for the majority of these balls, then look out.
Give him 4 more. And it's his fastest ever T20 50. The captains come good at the right time.
So needed here from the Freedom. They're going to get up and challenge this big total and try and get to 267. Yeah, a little bit of pace off, but the length's not quite there. That is just bread and butter for Stephen Smith. Fine half century indeed. Can he kick on and double it and more?
Struck around a runner ball all season. This will be a test for Rushad Ugakar, who's bowled well at the back end of the innings this season. 8 wickets there. So he's used to the pressure and used to guys coming at him. Yet again, they've got 14 from the over, the asking rate, and still a ball left.
Yeah, and you think about Dorshis, but Chowdhury, Maxwell as well. I wonder whether Maxwell gets a little bit of a promotion and say, look, you just have to have a free license. Maxi, can you do what you used to do in 50 over stuff as well? Think about that double 100 he got against Afghanistan in the ICC 50 over World Cup.
Dragging it from outside off. 15 from the over, what they need. 111 for 2.
He's changed his bat and his gloves, and it's certainly worked a trick here. Outstanding performance from Nicholas Poran, Pollard and de Kock, but you feel that they must missed a bit of a trick. Should have got closer to 300, if not breached 300.
didn't think it'd be relevant, but the last 5 overs for MI New York only produced 33 runs. And we could be looking back on that in a few hours' time as being extremely significant. And folks, yes, they're 24 runs behind. We have to accommodate the fact that Pooran was dismissed, and then there was a massive dip and a bit of a collapse as well. So they will know that. Only used the 5 options so far. Pollard is an option. We've seen him with the ball this season. They don't have that Sunny on the Rhine, though, who they can go back and sure to get a really tight over from. Shakib's done 3.
Yeah, that's not bad. They have got Shakib, and that's great, but he's only got 1 more up his sleeve. You balance your side. You'd simply love, and I mentioned it in the first innings, you'd love a wrist spinner. Someone with a bit of mystery, like Narayan. He's not a wrist spinner, but he's unique. He is a magician, as it were.
No Corbin Bosch either. So it's Ahmadzai, who's greeted with power. Welcome back.
Indeed, welcome back, sir. Yeah, pace on is going to get brutalised, it feels. Yeah, try to seam up and it just skidded on nicely right into the arc of Stephen Smith's hitting house. Likes it there. He's such a good stroke maker. And he hits the ball in quite unique areas too because of that late wrist work.
3 fielders deep on the offside. Cover, extra cover, long off. So hence Steve Smith manipulates the ball from outside off into the leg side. Ominous signs for him and MI New York.
Well, I just went on about magicians as bowlers. That goes for Steve Smith as a batter. He's got the smarts. He's played a truckload of cricket, as we can all appreciate, around the globe in different conditions. And so they've got to try and work this out quickly. And Shakib, who's another lieutenant there, having a chat, talking to, I think, Agaka there, for when he comes back.
81 runs in the last 5 overs. Even in the Lexus power play, the field's been spread. It doesn't matter. 6s, 29 6s in the first innings. He cannot be stopped. So risky and brave.
Yeah, this could be somewhat of a steep learning curve for Ahmadzai, because you really do have to have the smarts in terms of being brave to bowl a slower ball and get it pretty much where you need to precisely as a bowler, because if you don't, then the likes of Pollard and Smith and Pooran and de Kock will carve you up every night of the week.
What a day of cricket we've had. I mean, whatever happened in the next half of this game. Qualifier that went down to the last ball, then 266. Now the Freedom look like there's a chance. Asking rate has actually dipped to below 14 and over now. Dropped. Huge moment. It's Rushalu Gokar, and to be fair to him, it raced to him.
Well, he's in the hurt locker for one of the catches of the season back in Dallas with a one-hander getting airborne. Remitly speedy delivery. Yeah, it hummed on and hummed off the blade. Flashing up, up. Yeah, you got to take these. I'm sorry. He either went reverse cup or hand or fingers pointing down. He was mixed, betwixt, in between, and came second.
Getting coach center of screen, not happy. Gotten up to 144 kilometers per hour in the over. Can he finish the over well? It's a good comeback after the 3 boundaries to start. 1-2-6 for 2. Would have thought the Freedom would still be in this game after being 10 for 2. Time for a drink, Spirit. We all need it.
Yeah, I was just looking at that over. It was 3 fours on the trot, then 3 singles. So he did get out of the over pretty well, given that he went for 12 in the first half of it. Owen out, Ravindra out, but Smith and House are going some. House is 5 short of a half century, and Smith, well, he's nearly into the 70s here. And you look at Shakib, he's the best by far. He's the only successful bowler to date, 2 for 28 from his 3. So only 1 more up his sleeve. Bolt, too bad considering, but desperately love to break this partnership that's now worth 116.
Just the 5 options used for MI New York. You wonder if a Kieran Pollard can come in, maybe Tajinder Singh as well. It all started with this. He would have been the main man, Shakib getting him for a 2nd time in 2 games. Then Rachin Ravindra shortly after. 10 for 2, and everyone thought this game was over. But this partnership had other ideas.
It's just been some outstanding striking. And, you've got a nice bit of symmetry. You've got the 2 right-handers of the Freedom, and you have the 2 left-handers for MI. Geez, they're hitting it well.
No other cricket ground in the world sees 6s as frequently as the Auckland Coliseum. We are at 38 6s. The record is 42. Not far away. It could be a historic day. Intense from Pollard as always. Understands what this means, what the next 10 overs can determine. They're 1 good moment away. Someone needs to do something special to break this partnership.
I tell you what, we saw that last delivery from Faisal Khan Ahmedzai. He slips and falls over. Conditions are changing, Anika. What's happening?
Absolutely. We are 21 feet below the sea level right now. And what that means, if I get my hand really quick because they're about to go on to play, if you take your hand and kind of just swipe the grass a bit, you're going to see a little bit of dew here on your hand. And that might be the reason for why Faisal did slip. So conditions are always changing here in the Auckland Coliseum.
No question about it. Not even just a little, it's a lot. So, ball will come onto the bat. Also, how does it run this outfield? Chase, it's getting good here in the playoffs.
Thanks, guys. And it's why, folks, the last 3 night games here in Auckland have all been won by the chasers. Shakib for the final. And straight after the drinks break, partnership is not broken. When last have you seen Kieran Pollard drop a catch?
Oh, wow. Wow with a capital W. He's just given the team a rev up at the drinks break, and now he's dislocated a finger. He's got a perfect one to take that he'd take 11 times out of 10. It's right there with the reverse cup. Oh, man, he has missed this by miles. He's closed his fingers desperately early. Look at Shaq. He's going to rip his hair out. So I think he's going to have to go off here. It's dislocated it, and that is not a good sight for MI. But wow, I don't think I've ever seen Kieran Pollard drop a sitter like this. He wouldn't have had an easier catch for a long time in white ball cricket.
That is twice in 3 balls Steve Smith has been put down. Honestly, I cannot remember the last time I've seen this man drop a catch. And it goes straight onto the pinky. He knew it straight away. Just think about if they do get over the line, what does this mean for the final? Or for tomorrow, which they've got to play in that challenger.
That's right, the other playoff. It's just little moments that become big moments because of the game situation, and it's Pollard. Like you say, if that finger is badly dislocated. What does it mean to actually in the playing 11 should they get through?
Have you ever dealt with any of those types of finger injuries?
I do, and it's funny when you see something like that, you go back to when it happened to you. And I remember being in Lords in an MCC game, New Zealand versus the MCC. Now you see, look at the asking. It's creeping closer to 15s again. But geez, they would have dearly loved to have had Smith out. He'll do this to you. Oh, no, no. We've just had the Dew report sideline and talk about it skimming across, sliding on better. Both these experienced batters will know this, that the game can quickly change and run away from you given the conditions changing at night. A little bit cooler and under lights now.
That's the drop catch as well. Of course, much tougher, and Shakib seems to have hurt his hand. Let's hope he's okay. Physio is busy. 1-3, 2 for 2.
Look at this. Normally, Shaq is amazing off his own bowling. Look at, oh yeah, side on, but it is travelling. Let's say it's Haley's Comet. Oh, it's humming, really is. But seen him take them. Another night that sticks right in the meat of the hand. Oh, another one going off. Ice, please.
Big chance gone a begging. Couple of chances really in that Shakib over. However, it has just gone for 6 singles. Oh goodness, he's gone too. Really hope he can be okay. He seems to be in some pain. But it's 2 for 34 in 4. He's done. And that last over has just gone for 6. It means the asking rate has shot up to 15 and over. Trent Bolt is back.
So Nicholas Pooran, he's looking for something from his experienced campaigners. Shaq's done a good job, as you say, Nickel. He's 2 for 34. His night is done for his 4. Bolt, he's into his 3rd. Hasn't got a wicket, but he's been okay. We really do want Bolt here to pick up a wicket in this 6. He's had 5. He's got, sorry, he's had 1. He's got 5 to go.
Two fielders chasing, none will get there. It is back-to-back 50s for Andres House, and both against MI New York.
The backroom staff are on their feet here. Andres House, that is outstanding from you, fella. Striking well, let's call it 180. And he isn't finished yet.
Got one for you, Danny. I've got something for you. Don't kill me for this one. If he wins this game for them, he's Andres Mansion.
A gold from you. How about the Palace? Andres Palace. Yeah, great scenes here because this partnership now is 1-2-7. Can they do what Pooran and de Kock did earlier here in this eliminator?
The ball is just flying off the bat. I've never seen anything like this.
We've mentioned and just talked about the Dew report there with Aman and Anika. It's certainly in, and it's skidding on at night. So good with his feet. We know he's so fleet of foot. Hustling down, moving in the crease. He's so good at it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, twice. They cannot break this partnership. They're cursed.
Well said, because on that evidence alone, they should come second. How many goes do you want? Drop catches And not once, but twice in the same delivery. Take a look at this. Dug out. Oops. Great pickup and shy. Oh, no. Hey, Q to K took the glove off and all. Mate, you paid a lot of money to hit those.
But Danny, he could have ran to the stump. The cock could have ran to the stump. He wasn't even in the frame, the batter.
Ah, that wonderful thing called pressure. Because this partnership is now 132. So Poran and De Kock, they were going some. Man, they were extraordinary. What they put on 151?
The first attempt, you understand from both, never easy. Watch when De Kock collects it. He can keep going. He had so much time.
Leaving just get closer. And even released from about only maybe 1.5 meters away. Oh, crazy. Always wonderful in hindsight to let go or not. But the pressure of the situation, the adrenaline pumping, you go with that instinct of just letting go and shying. And they survive again. What's that? Is that 4 or 5 lives? 4-5, how to stay alive.
The Freedom are well and truly alive in this run chase. It is 12 from the over. 1-4-4 for 2.
Well, welcome along to one of the most remarkable games of cricket you'd ever witness. If you're just joining us, all sorts happening out there. Drop chances, missed runouts, injuries. Big hitting from 2 very fine right-handed batters. The Freedom, not altogether out of this whatsoever. I know they look it because of the position that MI New York were in after 12 overs. Remember just how much they fell away at the end. So it's going to be 123 off the final 8 overs required as Shepherd changes ends. Now this one surely has to be taken. Nosh Kenjige comes in and puts it down! What is going on out there? It's another one dropped. An absolute sitter for Kenjige goes.
Boy, oh boy. It is crazy, isn't it? When you're being safe about how you're going about your business, rather than being positive and working from a place of confidence. Look at how he tries to take this catch. He takes it close to the ground, so there's no chance for him to even catch the ball if it bounces off his hands, and that's exactly what happened. It bounced off his hands. You got to take the catch much higher. Be more confident in your approach to it.
And the next one naturally goes out of the ground. That's a big hit. We haven't seen many bigger down to this part. It's the longest boundary at the Oakland Coliseum. It's soared by it by 20-30 rows.
Yeah, when you drop catches, you lose momentum, and the opposition knows it. And this is a massive 6. Bet that's over 300 feet. It's a beautiful shot. Yeah, he's ruining it now.
Extraordinary hits. That one for me, 350 plus. Monster.
Not 350 plus. Not 350.
400 plus.
No, it might be 310. I know it was massive, but not 350, brother.
Change an angle round the wicket now. Well, just keep choking them up. 6 after 6 raining out of the Oakland sky. The full toss gets the maximum punishment.
Under pressure now, MI New York. As Andreas House takes toll on them. Both of these batters are batting out of their skins at the moment. They're dealing in sixes. 11 sixes so far in the innings for Freedom. And just the fielding, drop catches. Oh, you'll pay a price for all of that. Just can't be defensive in nature, especially when you have so much of a cushion with that total. Got to be aggressive with your fielding, with your mindset, with your attitude. Yes, drop catches happen, but that shouldn't put you into a survival mindset. That's a rare occurrence. That this is just trying to be careful, not being confident.
Fielder out there, but going to watch it sail by him. 6 more. 3 consecutive sixes straight after the drop catch from that man, Nosh Kenjigay.
Another one. And waited for the shot ball. Was a cutter. And on this wicket, the ball's setting up. And House knows that. And he's batting exceptionally well. Chalk that up to another 6. 12 sixes gone now.
There is a fielder. Pour on over his head again. Oh, it looked like a chip shot. But somehow the power and the wrists and the brilliance of Andres Kraus gets it all the way for the 4th consecutive maximum.
How he has managed to hit that for 6, only he knows. That was right in the block hole. Just getting under it, just getting enough of the bat under it. That must be a good bat. It's gone for 6.
Look at the look in Mark Boucher's face. What's going through his head right now?
Well, it's about how do you respond to this, right? You can't be reactive. That wasn't a bad ball. You want to go back and bowl that same ball again.
They're almost exactly at what they require for the first time in the chase. Reminder that they were nowhere. They were 10 for 2 when these two came together. The partnership now worth 159. Helped away and helped away to the rope. It's 4 more. 29 runs from the 13th over. The Freedom. Are they going to get up here? 173 for 2.
Have a look at this. Full toss again. Nothing wrong with that ball. It was a great shot. Pierced the gap. The only region where there wasn't a fielder on the offside. Topsy-turvy is this game. Like a pendulum. Momentum going from one way to the other.
There it is in the 250th year of the country. The Washington Cenotaph is rising up to the highest innings of the day. 29 from it. And all of a sudden you almost want to whisper it. But the Freedom might think as though they're ahead in this chase. A reminder, it would be a record in the history of T20 cricket. And they're going at pretty much exactly what they need, Robbie. And they've got 8 wickets in hand to do it.
That's exactly what you want. And man, he's actually dislocated his little finger after that drop catch. He's back on. And he's taking the ball this time. Can he do what Rachin Ravindra did for Washington Freedom?
This is heroic stuff. Bandage on the small finger. And he's pumped down the ground too. The 6s, they just keep coming. It's the record in any T20 history between the two sides. 43 6s between them and more to come.
You gotta love what Steve Smith's doing here. And Lenny, what he's doing exceptionally well here is holding that side on shape for as long as possible, which is why he's generating so much power into the shot.
be given as a wide. If you're just joining us, Kieran Pollard, to me, looked like he dislocated the small finger on his left hand, his non-bowling hand. Jason Pilgrim, the MI New York team physio, came on. We see a blue strapping on the hand. And it's pretty heroic stuff that he's gutsing it out and trying to bowl here to get his side back into the game. Is this going to land safe? Agonizingly out of reach. Nothing going. MI New York's away.
That's game on, isn't it? 86 of 40 deliveries now. This is the drop catch. Pollard. Oh, that hit him. That hit him really funny. And you can tell immediately that finger's dislocated and needs to be pulled back in. Almost pulled back out in this shape again. I've been there. That isn't easy.
Extraordinary game of cricket we're witnessing here. The sixes are raining down and around the Oakland Coliseum, and House is playing an absolute stormer.
King Pollard getting a taste of his own medicine here. House is absolutely smoking it right now. It's like he's batting in the nets and just range hitting. He missed out on the 100 the other day. Got out on 96. Looks primed for a big one this time.
That one's up over 300 feet. Pollard, poor Ant, they can't quite believe what they're witnessing. Midst of an unbelievable onslaught from the Freedom. Moves into the 90s for now consecutive innings. Fell just 4 runs short. What would have been the first ever American player to make a century in the 4 seasons of Cognizant MLC. He's not going to be worried about the landmark too much, all about the victory here.
Yeah, you focus on the process, the landmarks take care of themselves. Certain we've gone past the most number of sixes in a T20 game, Lenny? We certainly have. I think the most number of sixes was 42 before in a T20 game. We're well and truly past that at the moment.
But we've got 44. Don't rule out the 50 being brought up if 6 more come. Yeah, you can chalk that up. Another one. They just keep coming. And no matter what line is being bowled, what length is coming, Smith and House are finding a way to perplex MI New York.
What a shot that is from Steve Smith. With his biomechanics to be able to hit the ball over extra cover for 6. Boy, oh boy, he changed his hands on the bat while doing that. How good is that? What a great cricket shot.
You can see Pooran saying, why not throw in the bumper? Hazzy Joseph there, part of the Freedom backroom staff. Would not believe what you're witnessing here. You're just waking up in a various part of the world. Welcome along to one of the most extraordinary matches of cricket in the history of our great game. Nobody in T20 history has ever chased a total this high. I believe I'm quite saying it to you, Robin. They should get there from here. 73 more required. Oh, now a bit of aggression and a stare. And just a way to try and change the rhythm and the momentum. And Steve Smith, he's seen it all before. He'll just smile and get on with it. 194 for 2.
Yeah, they're going at each other. This is pressure tactics. They have seen it all before, haven't they? Like to be fired up. Yeah, he likes it. He likes it. Both of them like it. It's all happening out there at the Coliseum.
I don't think Kieran Pollard was happy with the scream of "wait on" that Steve Smith gave him after the throw came in. Now, Kieran Pollard, having bowled that over, he's going to go off. Got to admire the heroic effort from Pollard, but you just hope that small finger is going to be okay. He's walked off, and well, who's the next lamb to the slaughter is my question in terms of the bowlers. They're going to go to Tajinder. Can he find something to try and rein in this 6 hitting?
Oh, I saw Tajinder reacting to one of those drop catches. I'm worried for him here.
It's a great saying in life. Psychologists use it. If you're going to panic, panic slowly. Right now, MI New York are doing the opposite. Oh, this is sensational! Andreas House, you cannot keep him down! And he moves to 96 again.
If you're gonna panic, I'd say don't panic. Just try and get the job done. Again, defensive option. Bowled a top spinner, I'd say. On this wicket, a top spinner is not the way to go. Wicket that has slightly low bounce. Not to a man in House's form. Oh, how the game turns.
Cut away. And it's the moment for Andreas House. The first ever American batter to get to 3 figures. Just days after being denied. Andreas House's name goes into the record books. It's taken 4 seasons, a 3rd T20 in his career, and a first ever in Cognizant MLC history for any American batter.
Stuff of goosebumps there. 140 deliveries, and he's turned the heat on. He's absorbed pressure, and he's got the team going. And he's not done here. He still means business. Another big one. And they're finishing this in a canter.
I don't think even anyone on the bench can believe it. And Andreas House is playing the innings of his life. He's made centuries for USA against Namibia for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders in the ILT 20. But his name will forever be etched as the first American to do it, and delight amongst the friends and families. MI New York look crestfallen. Head coach Boucher, bowling coach McClenaghan, they don't know where to look, and this was the moment. Devastation just a few days ago. He puts it right. He is such a good player, and Ricky Ponting is loving every second.
Yeah, and why wouldn't he? This is the kind of response you want to give to a team that is chasing, that is put up, 265 up on the board in the first innings.
Oh, full toss, given the treatment. Of course it's going to go. They're all going right now. The Freedom are getting home in a canter, chasing the highest total in the history of the T20 game.
This is what momentum does. This is what playing safe does. You want to take the most positive route, and that's what the Freedom have done. They've played with freedom. And they've made peace with perhaps not winning. And because of that, found themselves in a place where they've had nothing to lose. And that's why, even from someone like Steve Smith, you've got that kind of a score.
And in amidst the carnage, Robin, it's the first ever double century partnership in the history of the league. Going past the 191 that Tim Seifert and Shaihan Jahangir put on the opening night of the season for Seattle Orcas against the Texas Super Kings. No one's ever made a double century partnership in this league. These two have, and they're wanting to do it in a winning cause.
Steve Smith is unlocked here. He's done something really special. And that needs to be mentioned. He's backed away because obviously there's some form of movement behind the side screen. He hates that. Well, those are just teething issues, I'd say.
Too good, simply brilliant, and going to soar all the way. 6 more. We're witnessing chaos, carnage, absolute fireworks and batting of the highest quality. 225 for 2.
What is going on here? He's hit a 6 over backward point. As only Steve Smith can. He's managed to hit that over backward point for 6. 31 runs in that over.
The acceleration is breathtaking. It's quite unbelievable, to be honest, what we're witnessing here, Rob Bonatapa. Is there any way that somehow MI New York can make something change, break this partnership, spark a collapse? The required run rate is down to 8 somehow, as Trent Bolt will be recalled for his final over. The last roll of the dice. And Robin, you asked me, could we get to 56s? Well, one more will get us there. We've got 49 between the two teams.
Look at that face. That tells you a story. 56s in a T20 game. Well, happened right here. The Oakland Coliseum.
Gonna go all the way. And there's 6, number 50 of the match between the two sides. Andreas Kaus is playing the innings of his life.
That is mind-blowing. Clean, crisp batting there. And not much wrong with that delivery. Just placed really well as well.
And spare a thought for Nicholas Poran. Let's get more of this Andreas Kaus innings. How good has this been, Robin?
It has been sensational. 12 sixes, 8 fours. And mind you, he came in at number 4 when 2 wickets had fallen inside the power play. And he's hit some massive sixes.
Long on's got to get going here. He'll just cut it off. That will move Smith to 99.
Have a look at this. Boundaries are the deliveries. Yeah, the grouping's not really there. And you've gone to all parts of the park, from all parts of the pitch.
Every single one of those blue balls is 100 or a boundary. Not yet, not to be yet. That'll be given as a wide. Robin, you've played at the very highest levels of the game. You ever seen hitting like this?
Yeah, not this consistently and not this destructively. 56s. That's just 300 runs in just 6s, Lenny. That is mind-boggling in a T20 game.
It's a well-deserved century for Stephen Smith, the fastest in his T20 career. A 7th of all time, a first in Major League Cricket for the Australian. One of the true all-time greats of our game is putting on a show alongside Andreas Kaus.
That is a masterclass from a man who's done it all, I must say. He's been there, done it in every version of the game, and now in this version as well. That is a mind-boggling innings from Steve Smith.
And the fastest ever in his career goes past his 41 ball effort versus the Thunder early in the season, the Big Bash. Quality of ball striking, whether along the ground or through the air, we are being treated to something special at the Coliseum. One of the shots of the day.
What a fantastic shot. I'm running out of adjectives here for the kind of batting that House is doing here. It is just the most pristine display of batting, of power hitting And we're seeing here from Andreas Haus.
We've now gone past the highest third wicket partnership in the history of all T20 cricket. Highest partnership ever, 258. Don't rule that out from going to. It's 241 for 2.
Holy schmoly. In all the T20 franchise around the globe that Pommy and Bungwa and I have had the good fortune of seeing, this is right up there. The striking quality is extraordinary. I mean, it just carries on. It begs belief. I know we'll talk at length about Pollard dropping that one straight after the drinks break, and it really could have changed the course of this contest. But you think about the pressure they're under. They were 2 for 10, cricket lovers. And you lose some striking power at the top, particularly you think about Mitch Owen and all he's renowned for. And suddenly, they're asking Ray, they're going to win this with plenty to spare. It's got down to a run of ball. It's just obscene, this timing and masterclass in Pomalelo.
Dan, man, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Andries Goos onto 131 with that shot off 49 balls. And Steve Smith with him. He's gone to 140 just like him. They've put on 237. I mean, 238 runs together. It's nuts. Here's a look at Steve Smith. We said right at the start, the brief is simple. You've got to hit sixes because this ground is a six-hitting ground, and you hit more sixes than you hit fours. However, with 266 on the board, you could scarcely even begin to think that it would be anywhere near being chased down.
No, like you said, it seems ridiculous, but this is a six-hitting ground. In fact, this is a unique venue that it really stands out alone that there's always more sixes than fours in the history. I know it's a short history, but still, way more sixes than fours in this venue.
Let me have a look at that. Dots 21, sixes 21. Just the ball being swatted to all parts, ball after ball. Offered to you that at the end of the MI New York innings, last 5 overs, 5 wickets, 33 runs. They lost wicket after wicket. It was Rachin Ravindra bowling, a quite fantastic spell. Have to bowl that again. And so instead of getting to 300, which it looked like they were going to get to, they end with 266. Have a look. Here they go, 4 for 29. Brought into the attack really late, kind of clutching at straws to say, well, what do I do here, Steve Smith? And there he is, clutching onto one that nearly went off. Netravalka taking that one too. Nope, ball that again. So yeah, I'm just putting it out there that in a game where we have all these runs, 266 plays, 266 chased down, and the 4 wickets at the back end are priceless.
I might have to do this the next over because it's worth doing in terms of franchise T20 cricket in this modern era. since 2008, I might add, when, of course, the IPL morphed all of this together. Swatted. Oh, no. Oh, they've held on to one. Trip Bolt. It's the end of Andres House. Cognizant clutch catch, and the partnership, it's got to 241, is now over. But they still only need 16 from 18. And guess who's on? Alicia Keys.
My. Finally one is taken. Yeah, they were hoping he would go all the way for 6 once more. He's mishit one, but not before smashing 10 fours and 12 sixes. Absolutely outstanding from Andres House of the USA. 132 from 51 balls. He's got his side just about to the line. All that's left is to go over it. He walks off proudly. 251 for 3.
We've got Nikhil Chowdhury to see if he can just finish things off. It's Australian, plays for the Hobart Hurricanes. Anyway, it's Smith on strike. Sensible about it. I think they'll bunt 2 here. Oh, he didn't want it, Nikhil. Yeah, just back to that extraordinary partnership that was being broken now. The best ever in T20 is 229. And these two got 241 until House got out there. But 229 was between Kohli and de Villiers back in 2016. Franchise cricket, that's 10 years ago. That was for RCB versus the Gujarat Lions. And it was just extraordinary that afternoon. But it has now been beaten by those two. What bowled. Good zip here from Ahmadzai. But yeah, we've been witnessing history here, no doubt, because when they were 2 for 10 and having Mitch Owen out earlier, thought, uh-oh, yeah, scary.
It's very much a backs against the wall job when you walk in and you've got to try and chase down 266. First job, can you sort out the power play? But even after that, you've got to keep going. And they did that. Steve Smith, who's had to evolve his game, and it's been fascinating watching him, because when you think of Steve Smith, the batter, the Australian, even in 2020 cricket, you'd see him as a number 4, number 5, come in and sort it all out, nudge it about. He's had to reinvent and become a 6-hitter. And in recent times, even in the Big Bash, has had to bat up at the top of the order, and he does it efficiently as he's done here. Nikhil Chowdhury gets a free hit because of the no ball.
Guess what? No, I thought it was going. It doesn't matter because it's a no ball, folks, so don't get too excited. I can also enlighten sports lovers that this is the only time that 300s have been scored in a T20. Freakish. And that was the no ball. And now, when you think about Pooran, his innings of 321 strike rate with 13 sixes and 5 fours is going to come second. Big time. Yeah, protection. But it doesn't matter. Smith is unleashing again. 7 fours and 9 sixes. Simply brilliant here from the captain of the Freedom.
Wow, wow, wow. Cognizant Major League Cricket 2026 giving us something here, something we will never forget. Out of this world stuff.
Well, the rate was at 13.3 something, I remember at the start from the outset, and then it went over 14s. It actually got into the 15s for a little bit, and then, well, MI New York got the dropsies. I've never ever seen Pollard drop a simpler chance in franchise T20 ever.
Talk about responding to the pressure. Jeopardy in an eliminator, and you give away 266, or let me say you're larrup for them, and you've got to come back and try and chase it down. They're catching them now. It's a little bit too late.
It's just going to say for him. Yeah, I think the thing with the horse and the gate. Shut it!
Bolted.
Gold from you. 10 off and a wicket. 261 for 4 now.
Yeah, makes absolutely no mistake that time. Nikhil Chowdhury thinking he can get in on the 6 hitting. Doesn't time it. He's gone for 2. Freedom now 261 for 4.
We've got a dozen deliveries left here in the eliminator, but we're not going to need them. 6 required. 1 shot. Smithers says, you know what, Glenn Maxwell, I'm going to hand it over to you and see if you can set the fireworks off here at the Oakland Coliseum. I mean, tough going. He's hardly got a gig, really. Glenn Maxwell hasn't played very much, and he's been a little bit out of sorts for his ability and history and talent that is Glenn Maxwell.
5 to get. It might go big here, the big show.
Well, poles everywhere. Very conservative, Maxie. Bordering on boring. Come on.
They like this. It's dotting I's, crossing T's. Wait in anticipation. Quizzical look on the face of Ricky Ponting. Understandable, because can hardly fathom what's gone on here. Just quite incredible.
So when Mitch Owen got out, and then Ratra Ravindra, he got out, and it was 2 for 10. I remember looking at our camera guys checking out the dugout of the Freedom, and he was just lost. He was nowhere, Ricky Ponting. He was like, uh-oh. It's just like, what is going on here? Pretty good poker player with that face and at times, and he'll be smiling very shortly, though. Ah, Maxie. Have you? No, you better believe it. He's brought it up in style. Look at them go now. The emotion flowing, big time for the Freedom.
The poker's done.
Throw the cards on the table. It's a royal flush. Answer. Wow. They've won by 6 wickets, and they've got 10 balls to spare. Hashtag obscene. 8 balls, is it? Got to go back to school.
Folks, we have just been treated. There's something sublime and ridiculous at the same time. What a game of T20 cricket. The Washington Freedom have chased down 266. 4 down. A game with more than 50 sixes. 51 sixes hit between the two sides. 3 centuries in that. Records galore. The highest chase ever. The highest second innings ever, winning or otherwise. centuries. My goodness. An illustration here of the absolute essentiality of six hitting as a skill when it comes to this format of the game. Called upon the freedom to match and better MI New York's quite fantastic display. They came up with pyrotechnics of their own and have absolutely obliterated the defending champions to book their place in another opportunity match to get into the final. Superb from the Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah, simply sensational. When you think about New York, and you're going about that, Pommy, 29 sixes, played the Freedoms 22, but they were 18 fours for the Freedom. But it is about six hitting, and we're going about the West Indies and their type of play, and the West Indians on show. Man, Poran hit 13 on his own. Pollard hit 8 on his own. Quite obscene, 21 of them. And here is our friend, Glenn Maxwell, has got the coach out of his seat and absolutely pumped to live again tomorrow, because they're going to be back here to take on the Unicorns in terms of the challenger, the second qualifier. Oh yeah, the emotion for all to see. He finally gets his 100 as Andres House. He fell short by 4 back in Dallas, and now he crosses the border to start. Really is a magnificent innings, his. That 132 off just 51 with 12 sixes, folks, and 10 fours.
The Centurions shake hands after a duel of some proportions. Look at that. Two cricket greats, two Aussie greats, former Aussie captains both. Current for the other. The Washington Freedom ridiculously have won here by 6 wickets in a chase of 266 with 8 balls to spare. Let's get downstairs now to Aman Patel.
Here with captain of MI New York, Nicholas Puran. First off, commiserations for the loss today. Talk to me about your emotions at the moment.
First of all, I want to give Jesus our praise and thanks. Congratulations to Washington as well. They battled superbly.
For you guys, on a personal note, fastest 100 in Major League Cricket. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter when you lose a game like this. It's a tough one to swallow.
Where do you think it went wrong for you guys?
I mean, guys can bat well, teams can bat well, guys can bowl well, but one thing we really have control over is our fielding. Dropping 3 chances and 1 missed run out there. Obviously, quality players. It's definitely going to hurt us here in Oakland. Obviously, good wickets, small venue, Dior wrong. We need to take our chances, and that's the most disappointing part for us, and we all have to take responsibility for that.
You guys are a champion side, came in as defending champions. Reflect on this season for me.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. We won 5 out of 10 games in the group stage, and we know we had to, play extremely well in the playoff. I felt like we scored 260, which is really good, but then, sometimes you get what you deserve. It wasn't meant to be. Well done to Washington. They deserve to obviously go into the next round. Obviously, we pay the price for our indisciplines.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this season, and we'll see you again next year.
Thank you.
Well, as he said, it is a bitter pill to swallow, given that they'd posted 266 and they got 2 wickets very quickly up front. 2 for 10 they were in the chase for 267. The eliminator, look at all the sixes. That's a fireworks display.
That spider's got too many legs.
Sure has. Nicknamed Daddy Long Legs and a Half. Daddy More Legs. But really, when you think about that partnership, it's just obscene. 241 between House and Smith, when in a way they felt like they were possibly dead and buried. I know it sounds silly at 2 for 10, but man, that's a long way off to get 256. Look at it. Owen gone for 1, Ravindra out for 6, and you're thinking, uh-oh, And even some of the stats gurus around the stadium are going, what are the largest defeats that have happened in T20? Wow, I tell you, never ever say die. And I tell you, there's a certain lot of Australians in the setup who say that. Bowlers, well, you don't want to look. Look away if you're in the bowling fraternity. Apart from Shakib, who got 2 for 34, everyone else massive double figures in their analysis. Bolty, boom. But you look down there, 1 for Tajinder, well, don't come back again. And Pollard, he dropped the catch straight after the drinks, dislocated his finger. He had to dig a hole and leave and then come back. 266 for 9, just not good enough. 106 and 64 and a 51, 300s for the first time ever in a 2020 game. Wow, just wow. And they did it with 8 balls to spare and 6 wickets in the bank, thanks to House and Smith's 241-run partnership. Absolutely dismantled MI New York and their bowling fraternity. Geez, we've witnessed some entertainment here tonight. Highest totals ever, look at this. The Freedom in this match, the Unicorns last year, so they went past it. And there you go, New York. So you got the top 3 very recently. That is just sensational here in Cognizant Major League Cricket. Talk about entertainment at this Oakland Coliseum. Yes, it's a small ground. Yes, it's a drop-in pitch, but you still got to get him. And as Nicky P said, if they'd held their catches and were more disciplined, it might have been a different story, Pom.
This is how it all started, and it looked really, after a couple of shots, a couple of attempts at hitting the ball out the ground from 2 big hitters, who are quite fluent when they're going and good to watch. You'd have then thought, oh my goodness, the Freedom, they're in for a big hiding.